All right, you torrid tourists.
Torrid.
Torrid tourists.
Torrid. I thought you were talking about an old World War II
Tora.
movie. Yeah,
It's a good movie.
Tora.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.com live stream. Terrence Popp here, and Blake.
What's going on, you filthy fornicators? Special shout out to Max Man for sending me this absolutely phenomenal whiskey. I got 2 bottles of Bird Dog, apple, and peanut butter flavored. I'm really interested to see what happens with that one.
I don't know about peanut butter flavored.
I'm thinking Godiva chocolate liqueur, some of that peanut butter whiskey, make some Reese's peanut butter shots, or perhaps put some of that in with some chocolate ice cream.
Well, I'm all about, foo-foo drinks, so I'll try it.
I know, yeah. We'll drink our homo suspicion points together.
No, I built the foo-foo drinks, into my homo suspicion count, so I'm fine. I'm serious.
Then.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're never dropping below 7.
No.
No, I mean, you neutralized 1 of 2 points by buying a manual transmission juke. So
Look, man, it gets like 32 miles to the gallon if you drive it like a responsible human
Hey,
being.
I'm not going to make fun of you for it.
Mm-hmm.
There were people in the chat who made fun of you for it, just
I
like they
know,
call
I
you
know.
Fat Punisher.
Look, man, I got a Crown Vic, I got a pickup truck, I got all the good bells and whistles stuff. I mean, what do you want from me, man?
And of course, you used to have, your own arsenal before a tragic boating accident on Lake Superior. It was one of the worst days of your life since your ex-wife allegedly killed your dog.
Yeah, allegedly. No, she did.
Just to let everybody know, Streamlabs is out of the rotation tonight. We are trying regular OBS with split stream, but audio. I gotta fix that.
What audio?
The audio went away. You guys can still donate via Streamlabs if you like, because I will still be able to check the chats, and it is the preferred way to donate simply because then Susan don't get your money with her dirty, grubby YouTube free speech loving hands.
With their, nasty old chlamydia clam that hit the wall. Hit the wall at warp speed.
Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit.
That festered, inverted wind sock.
She's a genital wart on the cock of Americana, man.
Whistle sack.
Who gives themselves a free speech award after proudly proclaiming all of the censorship that they love on their website?
I have no idea. You want to talk about that's like a new level of narcissism.
Yeah.
That's like leveled up narcissism.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We should come up with a word for that.
It'd be like O.J. Simpson going to Spencer Gifts and getting himself like #1 husband T-shirt.
Yeah. A slufunt.
Now, I'm not saying that he should have killed her.
Yeah.
But I understand.
What's that? Sufflunt.
Flunt?
Sufflunt.
Sufflunt. What's a sufflunt?
Slutty fucking cunt.
Sufflunt. Oh.
I love to like put 2 and 3 words together because I'm lazy.
Well,
And I have dyslexia, so I can spell them however I want.
I don't know, man. People keep going the way they're going with all these fucking acronyms and shit. I'm going to get alphabetitis in my nutsack.
That sounds painful.
It really does.
Ugh.
I already got clamps in there and shit.
Jesus.
I know, right?
You got clamps in there?
Well, yeah. It's either that or, more little evil gay cruise mini-me's running around. I mean, I don't need more of that. One's enough. Yeah, good times. 438 people already watching us on YouTube. Thank you all very much for tuning in tonight. We got some good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We got some real good stuff.
Listen, man, this next 3 years is going to be a never-ending supply of absolute redonkulous, crazy comedy material.
Oh, it's just...
It's going to be a never-ending. We are not going to be able to turn the spank box fast enough to get this information to you in the redonkulous kind of way.
Oh, no, there's not a shovel big enough for the amount of bullshit that we're going to be dealing with for the next few years.
We're beyond shovel, bro.
Oh, yeah. So much shoveling.
This is insane. What are we going to start with?
Well, I thought we should start with...
Here we go.
George Kirby Taylor Floyd. His statue in Brooklyn, I'm one of many now, like this, because there's another one in, what was it, Jersey? Newark, New Jersey?
Knows?
Something like that. It has been defaced with white nationalist graffiti, man.
And this is a guy who terrorized the black community.
Yeah, isn't it great? A black martyr who lived his life terrorizing the black community.
How many felonies did he have?
At least 5. At least 5. And the last one was the one where he held a gun to the pregnant woman's belly and pistol whipped her while his buddies robbed the place.
It sounds like a great dude.
Yeah, just absolute stand-up dude.
I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm going to lean towards it was actually not a white person that did this.
You took the words right out of my mouth, man. How many times have we heard about these hate crimes, and then it turned out to be the person of the so-called targeted race of the Moasis?
It turned out to be a non-hate crime?
Yeah, it turned out to be a hoax.
You know what would be really cool? If they found the people that did this, no matter what their color is, and charge them with a hate crime.
That'd be funny. Hate crimes are just bullshit anyway.
They are.
Something doesn't magically become worse Like, you jump out of the woods in Central Park and you stab a gay dude in the chest. He's still dead. Does it magically become worse and worth another 10 years in prison if you call him a bundle of sticks right before you do it? Or somebody overhears something and they think it sounds like bundle of sticks?
Well, if you listen, this is another root cause of why everyone's freaking out at the police.
Yeah.
Because the prosecutors and the lawmakers are making unconstitutional, unjust laws.
Yep.
The police are merely enforcing them, but everyone's pissed off at the police. In my professional opinion, these people need to set up camp in front of the prosecutor's house, the judge's house, in front of the lawmaker's house. You need to bring it to their front yard.
The law, the judge, the butcher, the
baker,
the candlestick maker.
Yep. It's not just the cops. I mean,
no.
They're just the mumbly pegs in the middle, and they're rapidly losing support from the right.
Oh,
and when that happens, they are royally going to be slam fucked.
Yeah, that's one thing January 6th managed to do was unite all political sects over their hatred of the police. Yeah. Because, when an unarmed person is murdered in the middle of the Capitol building, then they refuse to disclose that person's identity even to her widow.
Well, this is what's going to happen. Okay. When and if this devolves into a two-way rifle range, that cop's life is probably not going to be worth spit.
Yeah.
Because his name will get out there. And because I know there's a lot of people that are pissed off and they're just chomping at the bit, waiting for a chance to evaporate him in his car or something.
Evaporate. One thing about the statue that I will say is that, I mean, can anyone really be mad? Like the left, the people who would actually go and get on their knees and pray for a miracle in front of St. George Kirby Taylor Floyd. You said this was okay.
Yeah.
For the past 4 years, you've been defacing, defiling, and destroying monuments and statues of people who actually contributed something to this country and its history.
In churches and synagogues.
Yeah. And we were told that was perfectly okay because you had a legitimate grievance. Well, what's good for the geese is good for the gander. Suck it hard, suck it long, and don't you dare spit it out because you're a good little whore.
That's right. Oh, it's open game on all statues. Doesn't matter.
Of course, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
Probably not.
Probably not, but I could be. On some planet, somewhere far off in the universe, things might be bizarro world. I could be wrong.
I'm leaning towards no.
Let me think about that for a second. No.
We're going to go with a big hell no. Here we go.
Speaking of no.
All right.
As in
wait,
hell
whoa,
no.
Whoa. All right, so did she mail the feces?
Oh, I haven't even introduced this yet. It's not on the screen.
All right, put on. Oh, yeah.
I think this woman went to the Popp School of Hard Knocks personally, because I mean she took a page out of your playbook and then amped that shit up to 11 Spinal Tap style.
30 years ago, she wouldn't even got in trouble for this.
Nope. Tennessee nurse faces federal charges after admitting to sending blood feces to husband's ex-wife. In what form? Oh boy. She mailed packages containing human blood-stained feminine products and feces to her husband's former wife. Now, all I got to say is that this dude, you really know how to pick him, bro. You should be a matchmaker.
Well, what's the backstory, though?
I don't know. Let's read about it here. This doesn't really talk about it here, but the criminal complaint filed against 37-year-old Della Marie Gibson Latham. That's way too many names for one person. United States District Court in the Eastern District of Tennessee accuses Latham of violating Postal Service rules by mailing biohazardous materials. That's what we're going to focus on right now. Well, she really shouldn't have been mailing shit.
I got away with it.
The arrest report says Gibson was voluntarily interviewed in April at Park West Medical Center, where she was employed as a registered nurse. During questioning, Gibson admitted she mailed the packages containing the feces and letter containing the blood-stained feminine napkin to her husband's ex-wife. Gibson also admitted the blood came from a patient at the hospital, the report says.
Okay.
Now, that just took this to a whole other level.
Yeah, that's fucked up right there.
Gibson told investigators she mailed the products because she wanted the kids to know the truth about the ex-wife, claiming that she was lazy, didn't work, and live off the system. Gibson told investigators that she, on the other hand, worked hard for everything she had.
I told you there's a backstory.
Well, I figured there would be, but how the hell...
The ex-wife is obviously a parasitic, stanky clam.
System surfer.
Yeah.
But how does mailing her this stuff prove that point?
Well, first of all, if it wasn't her material and they couldn't prove it by DNA, she should have just said, "Talk to my lawyer."
Talk to my lawyer.
Lawyer. And then it would have went nowhere. The minute she opened her mouth and said, "Yeah, I did it."
Oh, I did it. Oh, she's different. She loves me.
Oh my God.
Was fixing the butts.
Yeah,
I got to fix my butts here.
But, I'm just telling you that.
Because you couldn't hear me the last time you saw this. Ah, there it is.
That was good.
That's pretty good.
She's a little too skinny, but sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't kick her out of bed.
No, neither would I.
When I was single. This is just too funny. Yeah, whoever this dude is, he married two women who are clearly mentally imbalanced. One of them's a system surfer, and the other thinks that it's totally cool to not mail her own menstrual blood, but someone else's, along with human shit.
First of all, 60% of the liberal women out there have a mental disorder.
That's true.
Okay. 1 out of 4 women are taking head meds.
Also true.
And that stat is 12 years old.
It's got to be. It's got to be
just
one third by now. It's got to be 1/3.
All right. That is not looking good for women.
No.
All right. There are, and then you throw emotional bullshit on top of that. Narbipobagistic. There's just a whole litany of shit, and now we have transgenderism. And I was wrong in the word bot. We are rife with mentally unstable, crazy people.
And it's getting worse all the time. It's to the point now where satire hits things on the button so accurately that people, you got to wonder, is it true? Like that one Twitter account, Titania McGrath, constantly saying off-the-wall crazy shit, but because of how pants on their head, cock in their hand, insane the left has become, all of it seems plausible, and people are just like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Wait a minute.
It is satire. But
Wait a minute.
It doesn't sound outside the realm of possibility.
That could quite possibly be happening. Holy smoking Joe Frazier.
Yeah, well, what is the one tweet that I saw today? Every single person who was born from a man is a product of patriarchy, and you should be ashamed of yourselves. It does sound like something a feminist would say.
That is that's so stupid. Holy shit, that's dumb.
Well, feminism is pretty dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb.
I love having conversations with feminists who don't realize who I am. And then, I find out they're getting married or whatever. Yeah, I'm going to keep my name. I don't feel like I should have to change my name to my husband's name because that's patriarchy. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you're going to keep your father's name. Think about it.
Yeah. Or you know what? Whenever I see a woman that has a hyphenated last name, I know she's on the quick trail to divorce.
Divorce.
I mean, why would you want to stay married to a woman like that?
I wouldn't.
No, I forget it.
Forget it. I would run away.
Run away!
You want to check out a couple of our new tech super chats before we head into the main story of the day?
Let's check them out.
It's going to be interesting. Jumping on over to Streamlabs here. Let's check it out.
God over here.
Oh, hey, what's going on over here, man? That's not the one I wanted to look at. Well, tell you what, man, I tell you what. What do we got here? We got a few over at Streamlabs. Polska Bob with a $25 donation. Thank you very much, good sir.
Thank you, bro.
He's like #1 donator of all time on Streamlabs. All time.
All right, cool.
We appreciate every dollar, good sir. We're not Lake New merch. Punisher t-shirts that only come in smalls so we can all be Fat Pop.
God damn it.
Damn it.
You know what? I just for shits and giggles, I downloaded the Army Fat body weight calculator and I put in my measurements. I fluctuate between a 17.8% and 21% body fat. It's not bad for my age.
Which means that if you burned alive, you would smell delicious.
Yes, it does. In some sick, twisted way. Oh my God, that's funny. If you burned alive, you would smell delicious. Oh my God, that's so messed up.
There's a fire at Pop's house. All right, you bring the knife and fork.
Oh, God damn. Dude, I'm not going that far as to like cannibalism.
Markle donated $10. Thank you very much, good sir. New sub here. I'm 20 years old in the Marines. I've decided that I don't want to get married. Probably a good idea.
Good.
But my parents keep pushing me to start a family. How do I tell them to kindly F off?
All right. You look them both in the face and you say, "Suck my dick. I'm not doing it."
And as long as you don't live in Ornpay world, they won't be like, okay.
No, I was in the service with a guy who had to go in the Army because he banged his stepmother.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And his father pulled all his college money and threw him out of the house. So he had to go in the Army.
Well, it could have been worse. You know, his dad could have shown up in the middle of it and been like, all right, let me help you finish. In and out, in and out.
It could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse.
Could have seen the results on Ornpay Hub.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, that's terrible.
Did the upload stop?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we're fine, dude.
All right.
You're good. All right. The Competent Man has donated $5. Have you heard of the Derby House Principles? I attended a virtual convention for professional wargaming, military/government/academic/commercial. That has more slashes than a Friday the 13th film. In April and this week, where are they talking about this and encouraging everyone to be more diverse?
You know, I don't know. It's not working, in my opinion.
Oh, because they only want diversity of skin color, not thought.
Well, the thing is now the left is basically rolling back the clock, and they want people isolated by race.
Yeah.
And
well,
they're not going to like it when it finally happens.
Well, because they can't win based on facts. That's why they always go for emotion. And if they believe that if they can break people down into smaller and smaller groups and then cater to those groups and keep them fighting amongst themselves, they can somehow put all that together into this massive gelatinous blue-haired fat and get 51% of the vote.
Yeah. I don't see it.
I don't either. Don't want to, don't care.
It's not an equation for long-term health. I'm just saying.
No. There's actually another part of this message here. One group of presenters on April 21st all had their preferred pronouns as part of their displayed name. I'm going to go puke. Oh, my Lanta. This week I saw live a retired lieutenant general talking about the need for more diversity, plus a on-duty lieutenant colonel encouraging the same points.
Yeah, I just covered this in my lair.
Yeah, they're gonna be seeing that one on Sunday.
Yeah, I covered this in my lair. First of all, you know, we've had a horrible problem with mediocre, incompetent officers.
Yep.
A large percentage of them are toxic fucking leaders.
Amen.
So supposedly,
Allegedly,
they rehabbed how they select these battalion commanders, and it hasn't done two licks and a jack off of good. It hasn't.
No, it has not.
I mean, we got the battalion commander of 1st Battalion, 8th Infantry Regiment, basically it was saying that white people are part of the problem.
Oh, yeah, we're parasites.
Yeah, we're parasites. And you know who put the knife in his back? His sergeant major. His sergeant major saw all this shit and said, "Oh shit!" Pulled out the administrative violence and stuck IG on his ass.
Damn.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
But you know what? The guys like that are going to be gone soon. All we're going to be left with snowflake foo-foo butts. And if you are in the military, what's so funny?
Snowflake foo-foo butts.
What they are. If you're in the military and you are in your first enlistment, I highly advise you to get the fuck out. Go take your GI Bill, go to college, do whatever, and get on with your life.
Amen.
It's not worth it anymore. And if you don't have to go in, don't.
And this is coming from a dude who spent 33 years in the Army.
Don't. If you don't need to go in, don't. Go join, a union, pick up a blue-collar job, pipe fitter, electrician, HVAC, what have you. You make more money than somebody who gets a college education.
Amen.
And you won't be saddled with all of the debt. I'm telling you right now, if you don't have to go in, don't do it. Don't do it.
So what you're telling me is that you're a Starbucks barista with 6 figures in student debt and you have a master's degree in underwater nude basket weaving? And gender studies. See, that's what I was waiting for, I think.
And why'd you do that? Because it was something you love. And you want to do what you love. You know how many people make a decent living doing something they love? It's like 2%. J-O-B is not spelled F-U-N, and L-O-V spells P-O-O-R. Got me spun up. God damn it. You got me spun up. That's why you guys watch this show.
We didn't even try.
Would you guys watch this show and watch me get all pissed off? You motherfucking fucking fucks. Suck a dick.
Banned. Suck a dick. Oh, right in the chesticles.
You rat bastard son of a bitch, goddammit. Ah. All right.
And it was black. That was for George Kirby Taylor Floyd.
Whatever.
Right between your beefy man tits.
It's a bad day when somebody calls them moobs.
Moobs, yeah. That's when you
realize
that's when you pick up the whiskey.
You need to push away from the table.
Bless you. Too much pizza, man, but it's so delicious.
I fucking love it.
So delicious.
Dude, I got to take you to this one. It's a bar in Madison Heights on 11 Mile. I think it's called Farina's or something. And they make this pizza. It's so fucking good. Some of the best pizza I've ever had is some of these just roadside hole-in-the-wall places.
Well, you had me at bar, so.
Oh, okay. We need to go there and eat that.
I'm totally cool with that.
I went there with my brother Eric.
Should we take phones with us and film when we go to these random bars and stuff? Yeah, let us know.
Maybe we should start like a little show on eating pizza and grading it on a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah, we can do like our own diners, drive-ins, and dives show.
Yeah. And there's a place in Pontiac called Monster Burger I want to try.
Monster Burger.
Yeah.
Sounds threatening and ominous.
I had one of their pizzas about 30 years ago. So fucking
It's still there?
It's still there.
Oh, that's a testament to its quality right there by itself.
Yeah, it's still there.
Because if it's been there for 30 years in Pontiac, it's got to be good.
Yeah.
Not much lasts in Pontiac.
No.
Even Pontiacs don't last in Pontiac.
You get run out on a rail in Pontiac.
You're damn right. Jackal the Emperor with a $2 donation. Good evening, gentlemen. Some moolah for the bar. I just got some AR-500 plates and a carrier.
Those are too heavy.
Well, there you go.
Well, I mean, each one is like 8 pounds.
Yeah.
Front and back is 16 pounds. It's a lot of goddamn weight. That's
weight.
Without any Kevlar or anything.
Interesting.
You're better off getting a Dyneema plate because they float. They weigh about 3 pounds apiece. They'll stop AK and AR rounds, and and armor's overrated. I mean,
That's true.
If somebody decides to open up on you, they're probably firing between 2 and 5 bullets at you. You only got to get hit once, not on the plate, and you're done.
Boom.
You're done.
Yep. DeWall donated $5. Thank you, sir. Good to see you again. Dynaside13 with one of two messages back-to-back, both 556.
All right.
Hans Christian Hegg was a hardcore abolitionist and led even a Wisconsin militia against slave hunters. In the Civil War, he led several battles, and after being gunshot, he led from the front and charged forward for a quarter mile on foot for abolition. He died shortly thereafter. He had a statue at the Wisconsin Capitol building until BLM tore it down, decapitated it, and chucked it in the river because one of their leaders was arrested after threatening white people in a restaurant with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Stunning and brave.
Yeah, stunning and brave. And, first of all, you get shot, and then you run, half a mile or whatever, you're going to bleed out.
They defaced Teddy Roosevelt as well, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington. And it's funny, I think it was in 2017, Trump is like, if we don't stop this now, George Washington is next.
And that sure as shit he was next.
Yep. Is there anything that he was wrong about? Aside from pardoning Kwame Kilpatrick?
That's another guy who's going to probably wind up a bullet sponge.
Let's play PC. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, dude. Welcome back. What's the difference between a single mom and a pizza?
I have no idea.
The pizza can feed a family of 4.
Well, if you get a large one.
And another one here. Blake, do you do Richard Pryor? No, I'm not into black guys. Here's another little joke for you. Do you get a dog? How do you get a dog to quit humping your leg?
I have no idea.
Suck its dick.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Oh, it's nasty. Speaking of nasty, we got a Riggs Jr. in the chat, and he doesn't have his wrench yet in this one. So you know what? There you go. You're welcome, Riggs.
Wrenched him.
Riggs! Well, I'd rather give him a wrench than have him give me chlamydia.
Riggs Jr., the syphili.
The syphili. All right, let's look at some stuff.
All right, let's
look at some more stuff. You got the articles up on your
we're
pooter over there, sir?
Well, This Week in Woman.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we did that one.
Okay, hiding with Biden.
Hiding with Biden.
Threatens people with nukes. Now, play. Do you have the video? Play.
I do. Let me bring it up here for you.
That dumbass.
I can't believe
this.
The
Second Amendment from the day it was passed limited the type of people who could own a gun.
No, it didn't.
No, it
did not.
Let's just play that again so everyone can hear it.
The Second Amendment from the day it was passed limited the type of people who could own a gun.
It did not.
It did not.
It
was not until the Crookshank decision after the Civil War, and that was passed specifically to keep guns out of the hands of freed slaves. Gun control has always been racist and unconstitutional, and we're going to prove it later.
All right.
And what type of weapon you could own. You couldn't buy a cannon.
Yes, you could.
Yes, you could.
You could buy a goddamn cannon.
Tell that to all the pirates who had cannons on their ships.
No. I mean, literally, they used to go up and down the Mississippi River, in 1830, 1840.
Holy smoke.
And some guys had no choice but to buy cannons to keep Indians away.
Oh, my God.
All right, keep going. This guy's a fucking idiot.
9 seconds in, we've already got 3 lies.
Say the blood of patriots, and all this stuff about how we're going to have to
you know the thing.
Move against the government. Well, the tree of liberty is not watered with the blood of patriots. What's happened is...
That's exactly what it's watered with.
That's exactly... What do you think happened in the... Oh, my God. What? This is 4 lies.
No, it's not watered with the blood of patriots. It's watered with the urine that I wring out of my adult diapers.
Oh, my God. Keep going.
Oh, do you like the smell?
How much longer is this? Because I don't think I can stand
It's only 38 seconds, thank Christ.
God damn it.
That there never been, if you want to think you need to have weapons to take on the government, you need F-15s and maybe some nuclear weapons.
Well...
That's absolutely incorrect.
The point is that there's always been the ability to rationally limit the type of weapon that can be owned and who can own it.
Bullshit.
That is
all right, first of all,
grade bullshit.
History lesson here. You do know what our track record is in dealing with unconventional war.
It's pretty damn good.
No.
No?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
We do not do good at that kind of shit.
Oh, wow.
People in Afghanistan with flip-flops, Afghan blankets, and 30, 50-year-old AK-47s.
Right. I should caveat it. We
outran us, outgunned us.
Yeah.
Left and right. I mean, the only reason that we're able to hold our own is we have shit like planes and helicopters. But other than that,
and you're really going to have a hard time convincing a military to drone strike and airstrike their own backyards. I'm sorry, that's really not going to happen.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
We won virtually every single engagement. Major engagement.
But
there are thousands upon thousands of smaller engagements that we did not win.
Nope.
That bled our country of blood, dollars, gold, and eventually broke the will of our people.
Yep.
All right? We do not handle asymmetric warfare well at all.
Yep.
And I'm telling you right now, if half this country said, fuck it, it's game on, there is no fucking way they would be able to stop it or subdue the other half without killing every single person.
Mm-hmm.
Period. God, this is the second time I've been spun up, and we're only a half an hour in.
That's exactly why we're here.
I should have brought my blood pressure cuff because I'm getting spun up, man.
Oh, man. It's just, every time this man speaks, it pisses me off to no end because I kind of feel bad for him in a way. Because
I just want this guy to get a penis fish. One of those wicked-ass little needlefish that swims up your dick and take it out with surgery.
Oh, but the most entertaining thing about what he just said is that it completely debunks what we have been told for the last 6 months and counting.
Well, because it's just propaganda. They're telling us propaganda.
Yeah. Biden claims that the January 6th Capitol riot, which was conducted entirely by unarmed people, and the only people who died at the Capitol were protesters. Remember that. Worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. So basically,
what are they going to do when like 1 million people start packing up around D.C.? Everyone has a rifle. It's going to be ugly.
Well, think about it.
That would be the worst attack.
It would be.
That was first of all, I think the whole thing was orchestrated.
Oh, yeah.
I personally was not there.
There were Antifa insurgents all over the place.
Yeah. Well, and
fact, not opinion.
And you saw them pull the barricades aside.
People
let them got out of vans and walked in all calm and shit. All right. Now, first of all, I wasn't there. I'm just telling you, like, footage I've seen.
We've seen the
after
videos.
fact. Okay. I didn't know this was going down until I got back to my hotel room, and I had ordered a submarine sandwich, and I turned on the news.
Yep.
And I was like, holy fuck. But I had a feeling my S was going off that, man, you should probably punch the fuck out.
Yeah.
I watched Trump talk on the big screen. I got on the metro, and I left.
Yeah. Well, too bad you weren't there. You probably could have actually talked some sense into people.
Nah,
it was going to happen one way or another. People were pissed, and they were being egged on by Antifa.
I was not there in official capacity for Redonkulas.
I understand.
I did not. It wasn't my job, and innocent people get caught in the gears of the tank just as easily as the guilty. And I don't need that shit.
And there's a lot of innocent people serving time behind bars right now who were just wandering around our building. Remember that. That is our building.
There's no way on earth I'm going in there. I didn't even go within 4 or 5 blocks of the place. I literally got on the metro, and I was in Virginia.
Oh, I know.
By the time
I'm just saying.
Fuck it. No.
If you want to be completely logical about it, that is our building. Doesn't belong to Congress.
No, you're right.
They might think it does, but they're wronger than 2 boys fornicating in church with the priest videotaping.
Because they don't represent us. They think they command us.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is horseshit.
They're disgusting.
Yeah,
but
they're traitors.
Yeah, they are. They're traitors.
Republican, Democrat alike, my personal opinion is they are fucking traitors.
They stood up and applauded for the Capitol Police after they murdered Ashley Babbitt in cold blood.
Yeah. All right, I'm just pissed off.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to this here just because I want to remind everybody. Our president said that this was the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War. Unarmed people wandering around a building looking like a bunch of lost tourists, kind of like he was at the G7 summit. But listen to this.
You couldn't buy a cannon. Those who say the blood of patriots, you know, and all the stuff about how we're going to have to move against the government. Well, the tree of liberty is not water with the blood of patriots.
Stop it.
What's
Just stop
happened
it.
is
Just stop.
No, they're still
that
going.
there never been, if you want to think you need to have weapons to take on the government, you need F-15s and maybe some nuclear weapons.
Okay. Did any of the people who walked into the Capitol building on January 6th have F-15s or nuclear weapons?
Nope.
Well, according to the same guy who called that the worst attack on our democracy since the Civil War, that's what you would need to stage an insurrection.
That's not true.
Somebody just nuked their own narrative after threatening patriots with nukes.
Yep.
Winning? No.
But insurrection, you don't need to have that equipment. You just need to have numbers.
Well, I understand that. You and I both understand that, but that's not the bill of damaged goods that we have been sold for the past 5 months since
I know.
changed.
I mean, I know exactly what an insurrection takes. I've been school trained on how to do that by our own government.
Yep.
So,
and I wasn't the only one who picked up on this. Go over here to redstate.com. Biden threatens to nuke Americans, but manages to blow up a gigantic Democrat narrative instead.
yeah, he did. He threw a flying crossbody cock block on that.
You see, this is why you don't choose a guy with Alzheimer's to be your globalist puppet. Because he's going to say stupid, crazy, ridiculous shit.
Plus, he tells on himself.
That's exactly what he just did, too.
But every single time. Somebody needs to string together footage of this dude narking on himself every time.
We put together the most sophisticated voter fraud campaign in the history of the country.
History of the world.
It was so sophisticated, I just about took it, rolled it into a cylinder, and slid it in with no lube. It felt good.
Oh, he is... And people actually voted for him. 81 million people didn't, but a substantial number of millions did.
And they voted for him simply because they hated the other guy.
Yeah.
Even though, like...
Easily,
he had such a track record of success.
Easily manipulated sheeple who swallow propaganda like 500 miles of Mr. Right.
Absolutely correct.
Good little sleuts. Or slunts.
Sleuts to
flunts. Fat, loose, useless, nuptial taints.
Flunt.
Or O-beefs. Old, bitchy, entitled, expensive, and fat.
We're trying to come up with words that are better, that are replacements for the F word. Because the F word is old.
You're darn tootin', sir. Oh, man. And what's even worse is that this has been proven a lie more times than anyone can count. PolitiFact said, Ron Johnson said on February 15th on a radio show, the Capitol riot did not seem like an armed insurrection. PolitiFact rated it pants on fire.
Wait, did he or did he not say it?
He did say it, but the thing, yes, the January 6th Capitol assault was an armed insurrection. No, it wasn't.
No.
There was, you want to know how many guns were actually at the Capitol?
How many?
One. That did not belong to Capitol Police. But here's the caveat.
Okay.
And I looked this up earlier because I was genuinely curious. One gun was found at the Capitol riot because it was not an insurrection. January 6th rioter charged with bringing gun to Capitol grounds, undercutting GOP claims that the pro-Trump mob was unarmed. Take a look at the date. June 17th, 2021. It has taken over 5 months for them to find one dude
gun
in the security footage who actually had a gun. But he never fired it.
Okay.
So you still can't call it an armed protest. But either way, PolitiFact's claim that it was an armed insurrection is actually pants on fire. Fuck PolitiFact in their stupid ass.
Yeah, I can't believe anything. I don't listen to them anyway. I mean,
oh, they lied their ass off. There was no.
They lie their ass off about
anyone.
everything. They support propaganda and they're full of shit.
They're trying to say that there was guns and explosives seized in and around the Capitol.
Where?
Where? Exactly. Probably in black unmarked vans that shuffled in Antifa people.
With BLM guys, who knows? Where are these reports? Have you been able to find them?
I have not heard of a single actually verified report of them finding anything other than this, and this was last week.
Because none of this information has come across my desk at all.
None. And you were there. I mean, you weren't in the building, but you were there.
I have people all over the country and all like levels of law enforcement, some in government, some in the military, who send me inside information all the time. I've got nothing on that. Nothing.
Nothing.
I don't think it exists.
Probably not. And you know what? They've arrested so many people who were just there. Mm-hmm. Some of them were just taking footage on their phones, wandering around looking like tourists. And they've been in solitary confinement since this happened.
Well, the reason they do that is they're breaking them down to take a plea. That's what they do.
Well, yeah, that's basically what it is.
And again, that leads to the reason why everyone's flipping out at the police.
Yep. And you want to know how we know that there's shenanigans going on? Everyone knows there's shenanigans going on in regards to this, but you want to know how we know for a fact that they're completely full of shit? They still refuse to give up the footage.
Yep.
Thousands of hours of video at the Capitol, and there's nothing. They refuse to release any of it.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, they're probably saying, well, there's open investigations.
And it might be because of this right here. Video of Antifa and BLM operatives being the first to enter the Capitol building on January 6th has been uncovered. The government is withholding thousands of hours of tape in their effort to manufacture their false narrative that Trump supporters are white supreme pizzas.
Correct.
Shocker. Yep. Let's take a look here at it. I'm kind of curious.
I'm kind of curious too. Let's see what this is.
Oh yeah, there they are. Black
coming
masks.
through the window.
Attention to the first group of assailants as they break into the building. The second man through the window is wearing full tactical body armor and is carrying a baseball bat.
Yeah, those were Antifa.
Well, hang on. Let's see what else they got.
That's it. That was 17 seconds of footage, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Trump supporters...
They never dressed in black.
We know what they looked like there. They were dressed in street clothes, and they were brandishing Gadsden flags, Trump won flags. Speaking of Trump won flags, dude, you got to show them what we got in the mail right there, because this is too good.
Yeah.
Do you think we should replace the one behind the bar?
Nah.
Nah. I like that one too much.
There we go.
Oh, it's upside down.
Oh, no. Dyslexia.
Lysdexia.
Ah!
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and you got to show them you finally got your stimulus package.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Yeah, it's not for me.
Emphasis on package. Welcome to the gay cruise.
No, I think we got some hate mail on this one, but it's still,
of course we
still
did.
pretty funny.
Yeah, hate mail.
It says standard and economic relief package. It says eat a dick, and they got a chocolate dick there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it.
Oh, pretty good. You tasted it.
No.
Yeah, you did.
That's not happening.
You could send that to your ex-wife.
Yeah.
Along with the Pringles can.
She doesn't even deserve that. Yeah.
Well, she's already got one at home.
I guess.
I'm such an asshole.
Yeah.
My bad.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
I'm just waiting for the HPV to rot her out from the inside.
Oh, God!
That's what I'm waiting for.
So we're going to talk about some gun control in a little while. But first, I think we can probably do a few more chats.
A few more super chats.
But what do you think of this whole Biden thing? Like, do you think that he honestly means to say half of this shit?
No.
Or is his mouth just running away with his demented brain?
No, I really think he suffers from a mid-level dementia. And
it has progressed fast.
And I'm telling you, he's not making rational decisions. He's not thinking rationally. And his mind is speaking before he can actually control himself.
You remember when this first became obvious to anyone with a brainstem and a pulse that he had dementia or Alzheimer's, something like that.
Yeah, you could tell what's coming on.
And the mainstream media, their thing was, well, he has a stutter. Like, what?
Get the hell out of here. He never had a stutter in the 50 or 48 years prior to this.
And they tried to label anyone who was calling him out for the fact that he could barely string 2 fucking sentences together an ableist. Oh, he has a stutter, and if you don't, you're just making fun of disabilities if you say that. Fuck you.
I know. It's a bunch of bullshit.
You don't even have to rewind the clock back that far. You can go back 2 or 3 years, and you can see a completely different man speaking in front of crowds of people.
Yeah, or you can go back into the 70s when he was riding with, Duke was the Grand
Oh,
Master of the
yeah.
KKK, telling how his kids weren't going to go to school with people like that.
Oh, yeah,
all this other
racial
bullshit.
jungle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but totally most popular president ever. 60% approval rating. You need to believe the Hill because they're different and they love you.
Get the hell out of here.
Y'all can smurf my balls.
Smurf my balls.
Patriot of the West. YouTube, delete last week's donation. I'll keep it Susan friendly.
Okay.
Odin, blessed gentleman, got Jericho files this morning. Looking forward to reading it. Doing IT and cybersecurity and getting a security license. Goal is Australian Army, then transfer.
Transfer where?
Somewhere else. Somewhere better. Warmer climate.
Well, first of all, you have a hard time getting in the Australian Army if you're not a split tail.
Split tail.
A skunk. A stinky cunt.
You've had experience with those, have you?
No,
No, we all have.
not really.
All you got to do is you just slowly unzip the pinch, you crack the seal. Next thing you know, just like a waft of.
Look, I remember I was dating this one girl. Everything was going great. And then it got to the point where you could smell her box when she walked into the room. Oh. It was terrible. It was like sour milk soaked in pennies. It was. I like, no, I'm out.
Oh,
Couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it.
I've been there. Been there, done that.
Oh, it's terrible.
I've dated chicks who are just like, why don't you ever go down on me? How much time you got? I don't go dumpster diving or munging.
Stop. That's just disgusting, man.
Mike Oglesby with a $10 donation. If you had a comment, YouTube deleted it. I apologize very much, but thank you for the donation. Keith Hardy, welcome back, sir. $9.99. You're not buying objects under $10 at the dollar store, bro. Why $9.99? That's funny. We need to have an OK Boomer headshot of Popp by the SF flag.
Well, first of all, I'm not a boomer.
No. You're like right on the border. You're like Gen Xer, millennial.
I'm Gen X, bro. I'm not a boomer.
Okay, boomer.
Come on.
Mike Oglesby. Susan needs to get spit roasted.
Well, I can't say you're wrong.
Well, that is how she got her job.
Yeah, I would say so. Or it could have been a gang by the board.
Bang gang.
Multi-assaulted by phallus symbols.
Yeah. She's gonna wind up like the stoner kid Scantron at the SATs. All holes filled in and it's all wrong.
Nothing right about it.
Nothing. Oh, by the time they're done with her, and this one is just for Jeffrey Paul, by the time they're done stretching out her fourth point of contact, next time she goes to take a dump, it's going to be like somebody pulled the crank on the cement mixer.
Yep. That's just horrible.
Splat. Iapetus. Hopefully YouTube becomes so narcissistic they censor themselves and say that they're fighting oppression.
Well, YouTube, all right.
It would actually be true at that point.
I believe we've mentioned this virtually every live stream. But we are now on a minimum of 15 platforms. 15 platforms did not exist 2 years ago.
No.
Okay, and there's more coming out every month.
And they exist because
of the shit YouTube is doing. They are literally censoring money out of their own hands.
Yeah. Seriously, they removed both of our streams from a single week for 2 different reasons, neither one of which had any basis in reality.
Correct.
And because of that, we couldn't broadcast on our main channel for that week. How much money did they take out of their own pockets doing that? I mean, come on. And sooner or later, all of these globalist butt buddies that they're circle jerking in their little board meetings where they, pat themselves on the back for how stunning and brave and diverse they are. You need to have an audience to collect that money. And if your audience begins to dwindle to the point where it's no longer worth it, all of a sudden they're going to have to come back and court guys like you and me, and by then
it's too late.
We're going to be gone.
It's too late. I mean, especially if you make more money on another platform. Like, why the fuck would you go back there?
Exactly. Reaper01, welcome back, good sir there. Curse of the Wanga Tango, Part 6. Or 6 if you prefer. 8th grade summer sleepover. Had a 3-way talk with his cousin and her and sister. Plus, his mom gave me a memory massage too, but I had to fight him in the driveway. Sorry, bro. Dude, you need to write a book.
Dude, you're on it, man.
That is insane.
8th grade.
8th grade.
No play in 8th grade for the popster. Not happening.
Dude, man, I couldn't even get a chick to say hi to me in the 8th grade.
Yep.
Yeah, man, junior high is like the worst time in everyone's life. If you have an IQ more than your shoe size and you have one pimple on your face, your existence is fucking miserable.
Your existence is futile.
I will not comply.
I did not enjoy middle school at all.
No, neither did I. We cracked over 1,000 viewers before dropping right under it. Thanks, YouTube.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
I swear
How many likes do we have?
They have like an eject button. 524. That's
why do we not have 1,000 likes, people? Come on, you know the program. Get with the drill here.
Bring it in. Help us on out, guys.
Come on, hit the like button.
They can censor a lot of shit, but they can't censor when you like this video. Well, they try, and they can't censor when you share it. So if you
share the shit out of this, man.
Spread the word, just like Riggs used to spread
syphilis.
All the disease.
Syphilis.
Riggs!
He's got to be dead.
Dinosaur 13. Had his fucking chat moved all the way. All of a sudden, it just went down to there. What the hell, bitch? Good evening, gents. Nah, the drought is over. Tons of rain today. I totally did not Tokyo drift a dump truck in the mud. Winning.
Oh, yeah, the drought is definitely over. Have you seen the forecast for the next week here?
No.
Oh, dude, it's going to rain, I think, 6 days out of 7.
Well, I'm talking. Where's he at for the drought?
I don't know, but I've been hearing about this Midwest drought, and one of the guys who messages me is like, "Oh yeah, you got the Midwest drought," and I'm looking out the window at like pouring rain. I'm like, what? Tell me another one. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I got nothing, man.
I mean, Michigan lake levels have been at their historic highs for like 3 years now.
True story. Crazy uncle. Hey, Pop, since you got the more meals, if you and Blake share them, make sure that you let him have the one with the beef stick. I'm sure he wants to enjoy it. Hey.
He's the guy who sent us the MREs. I got him in a box right down there.
Crazy Uncle, one of our biggest fans. We appreciate every donation, sir. And keep those jokes coming. They're good stuff.
That is some good shit.
I have embraced my role as the captain of the SS Drinking Straw, and I'm going to ride that fucker all the way into the scene of the crash. Dark Star Mobile.
I support my sheriff. He's a constitutional juggernaut that actually fights for us. Municipal cops, glorified security guards, can eat a satchel full of Richards.
Well, in actuality, I believe the city police get their authority to do what they're doing from the county sheriff.
Yeah.
So anytime the county sheriff wants, he might be able to pull their authority or just,
Yeah, and
shit.
dudes,
You can rain and shit all over the parade.
yeah, and dudes, I am in the kingdom of clankdom as far as this opinion goes. If you really want to try to take back this country, you need to do it at the state and local levels. Get involved in your municipalities, get involved in your city mayoralships, take back the school boards, keep them from teaching communism to your children. We can win this war without firing a shot.
I personally,
but only if you're smart about it.
if all of the districts who voted for Trump pass legislation to secede from their states,
Boom.
it'll be huge.
Didn't there's counties in Oregon that want to secede to Idaho?
Yep, they passed it, and we'll see what happens.
All right, man, we got a few more counties in potato country. That's fantastic.
And potato country will probably get a seaport out of it.
Boil 'em, mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. Potatoes.
Idaho.
Yeah, when I allegedly had the coof a couple of months ago, I was like, I haven't watched Lord of the Rings in quite a while. Why don't we I've never watched the extended versions, and we have nothing else to do besides, blow our noses. Let's watch the extended versions. I finally got to see Saruman die.
Okay.
Any of you guys ever notice that? If you've never seen the extended versions, that in the theatrical versions of Lord of the Rings, Saruman, who is the villain that you actually get to see, you don't get to see him die. That's only in the extended cut.
What, do you see him die like the first time when they cut off his finger, or the second time when they...
No, like literally he gets impaled by, I think it's Brad Dourif, and then falls down the tower and gets impaled on some shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
He died very well.
I didn't see that.
No, it's a good one.
All right.
It's a 4-hour-long sit,
That's fine.
but it's a good one. It's just like Zack Snyder's Justice League. Vastly superior to the theatrical film, but it is a 4-hour
Have
sit.
you heard about Amazon doing a Lord of the Rings up north or something like that?
And they want to go and take it the Game of Thrones route.
Yeah. It's going to be so
Yeah, because that ended well.
It would have ended well if they didn't rush the last season and make it all stupid.
Well, it went beyond the scope of the books, and they had to just make it up.
All right, then.
I mean, as far as I know from what I've seen of Game of Thrones, they could have just ended it with a gigantic orgy or a close-up of Emilia Clarke's tits, and everyone would have been much happier than what they got.
Well, I will say that the Hound died well.
The Hound?
The Hound. He took out his brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he fell to his death in the fiery doom. Mm-hmm. He died well.
And there is a great quote from that series that definitely applies in the age of YouTube censorship. When you cut out a man's tongue, you're only showing the world that you fear what he might say.
Or what he has to say. Mm-hmm. I remember that. That was good.
That's good stuff. Ball Harry. Blake, you apply same rules to all while they don't. That's true. Low culture tribal mob likes to provoke in order to have a reason to attack. They are not Americans. Democratic politicians / mob / media broke the melting pot.
I would say so.
I would agree. It's just sad. Crazy Uncle. Blake, the more that I edit and render videos, the more respect I give you. Though if the software malfunctions again, I'm going to strangle someone. Amen.
What is he using?
I don't know. Crazy Uncle, let us know what you're editing on. I edit on Adobe CC, and every time I'm in the middle of something, and all of a sudden I see that little rainbow of death, I'm like, don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. And then I'm like, yeah, son of a bitch.
What's the rainbow of death?
That's when all of a sudden, like, it'd be the equivalent of having an hourglass on a Windows computer. Yeah. If they don't have those anymore, forgive me, I'm dating myself. The last Windows PC that I owned was Windows XP.
They have the circle.
They have a circle now?
The circle goes in circle.
So
circle thinking.
Basically the same thing. So when that appears, you're like, you give it about 15 seconds, and then you start to get really pissed. And then all of a sudden, boom, there's your desktop and everything on it. You're like, son of a bitch.
Gone.
How much work did I lose?
Yeah, I got the
The autosave better help me this time.
Oh, my Lord.
Jeffrey Paul, damn it, Pop. Have you changed your shirt? Is that the same shirt you were wearing Tuesday?
I wore that shirt half a day on Tuesday, and then I put it on today after I took a shower. I wore it like a day total. I guess maybe it's the same.
He routinely comes over here smelling like a porta-john.
I don't. Just
allegedly.
I just have a pile of shirts and I put them on.
You can't smell yourself, bro.
Okay. I don't think I smell like a porta-john. Maybe after I get done working out, I smell like an armpit.
I'm just fucking with you.
That's cool.
We need to put your allegedly shirt back on.
Yeah.
Allegedly shirt's
We need to get that. Like I said, we want to do the design where the A is an anarchy A.
Yeah. If you guys want that, the exact shirt that he's been wearing, though, you can get it on Amazon. I think it's like $16. It's not cheap at all. Just look for allegedly T-shirt. And apparently they sell it to lawyers.
Okay, well, we're going to actually have one on our show, on our
yes.
website once we just get
I'm going to design one. It'll be good times. Final fight! Aha! Hey, guys, I have a cool concept for a movie I would like to make. I would like to ask for some feedback and possibly some help. I will email the particulars. Hey, send it on over, man.
Sure, I'll take a look at it as long as it's
I've been
not
working
like
on some
80
stuff
pages or anything.
I've been working on some ideas myself. I'd like to make a Red Pill action movie. I think it'd be a lot of fun. And I would have you, of course, assist me with all of the logistics in terms of the action scenes, because I would actually want to make something that is tactically accurate instead of the shit that we see in most action movies.
Yeah, where, they're fighting these so-called, like, top-of-the-line mercenaries, but nobody gets shot. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, there's 40 dudes with Uzis all trying to shoot Arnold, and he's just walking in a straight line down a hedge of flowers, and nobody hits him.
Yeah, I know. It's just so stupid.
Not that Commando's a bad movie. I fucking love Commando.
I liked it.
But it's stupid as hell.
It's so unrealistic.
It's stupid as hell. There's so many good lines, though, man.
Yeah, I lied. That was good.
Please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired. You're a funny guy, Sully. I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last.
Yeah. I almost walked out when he jumped out of the airplane into the swamp and didn't die.
And he clearly was just jumping off of like a step ladder that was just off camera.
I mean, first of all, a plane is doing like 150 miles an hour when it takes off.
Oh, he would have hit, both of his legs would have been broken, minimum.
And, inside of 5 seconds, you're at least 500 to 600 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way.
Where was that on Mythbusters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen that myth. I mean, the show's over now, but that would have been great.
Yeah, wow.
Or maybe they did do the myth and I just didn't see it, but I would really be interested in that one.
Yeah.
Right. People in the chat love Commando. All right.
Commando!
I mean, that's just like God, testosterone, and manliness all put into a blender. It's just fantastic. Crazy Uncle. I was a recruiter a few years ago. You would be surprised the amount of guys that would join because she forgot to take her pills.
Oh, my God. I've never heard that.
That's funny as hell.
I've never heard that.
I wouldn't be shocked, though. Evil Zombie 2, what's your recommendation for dealing with close family members who consciously refuse to listen to what's happening politically but still vote Democrat?
Disown them. I'm serious. Don't give them 1 minute of your time.
Or you could do
any of your resources.
What you did for me. Put them in a position where they have to look up the truth for themselves. Because discovery trumps disclosure every time.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you told me, like, all right, we need to research this and this for this episode. And then I'm going through and I'm looking through. I'm like, son of a bitch.
He's totally...
Everything I learned in school was a lie. Damn it.
Yep.
Ugh. And it does leave you that red pill rage that is very real. Very real.
I mean, when you realize that you've been like lied to your entire life, and you've been making like major life decisions based off these lies, and your life is imploded, you get really pissed off.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, by the way, there was a dude earlier. This was in my brain, and I think I drank it out with whiskey. But I want to make sure that I mention this to you. The 20-year-old Marine who's never getting married. We actually made an episode called How to Tell Your Family That You're Never Getting Married. So look that one up on the main channel. I'm sure it's still there unless YouTube censored it and didn't tell us, which would not shock me.
I've probably gave the same advice to at least 3 dozen guys a year whose mothers are pestering to get married and have kids. But yet their mothers got divorced, ran off the father.
Of course,
he hardly ever saw his father after that.
When you gonna make me a grandma?
Yeah. So the answer is, hey, my baby mama can do the same thing to me you did to my dad. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Forget it.
Polska Bob says Predator 2. Fuck yeah, Predator 2.
I like all the Predator movies, actually.
Yeah, that's a series that actually, I think a lot of the sequels get an unfair rap. Predator 2 especially has really grown on me.
Though I do find it kind of unrealistic that they're like unloading on this guy with like this thing with machine shit.
This is a science fiction thriller with an alien.
Sorry. I understand.
It's
not bulletproof.
And body armor.
It's not bulletproof?
I know it's not bulletproof. And it does get wounded.
Oh, yeah.
And if you remember correctly, Arnold took it out with a log in the original movie.
Yeah, he did. That was cool.
It's like the aliens in Signs. They seem to have trouble with pantry doors. Don't get me wrong. I really like Signs. I think it has a phenomenal musical score. And
I like the movie.
It's a really good movie, but they seem to have trouble with pantry doors. It's like, okay. So they can travel the cosmos and arrange an invasion of our planet and kidnap people with their little neurotoxin thing that comes out of their wrist. But they seem to have trouble with pantry doors.
I guess. Who knows?
If you could hear subtitles as those things were wandering around the house and that one long panning shot as they just hear footsteps outside and the family's all hugging inside. Dum, 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 dum. Wood? Fuck. Let's go to the next one. Wood again! Damn it! Next one. More wood. All right, we're going to have to figure out some way to get in here, guys.
What's the next one? That is funny, though.
Alan Blanford with a $10 donation. If you did have a comment, it was deleted by YouTube. I apologize. But thank you very much for the donation. No Legs, No Problem TV, also known as Stephen Hawking's living room. Random thought today. Why is no one calling driver's license requirements white supreme pizza and driver suppression? IDs all come from the same place.
Absolutely correct.
Boom!
And they're talking about having, COVID-19 passports, but yet having paperwork to vote is on some kind of...
Oh, shit, man. Have you heard about Gretchen Whitmer, like what she wants to try to pitch for the public school system in this state? She wants to try to dedicate $300 million taxpayer dollars, of course. You notice how they have no problem spending this money as long as it's yours? So that anyone who isn't vaccinated can get 2 COVID tests a week in these schools. I'm sorry, no, you're not going to nose rape my son twice a week so that he can, potentially not infect other kids who have a 100% chance of survival from the coof.
It's like a 99.97% chance.
For children, it's higher than that. It's basically 100%.
Okay. Well, nothing's 100%. But all right, I believe you.
Yeah, well, then we know condoms aren't 100%.
No, they are not.
They should put that on the box.
They do.
What? No, they don't. Oh, they do. Son of a bitch.
What's the next one?
David Gummer. I'm sure he's acquainted with your mom.
Maybe.
As a retired firefighter, I can tell you that indeed feminists do smell delicious after a flaming car crash. Because they're fat.
I have a hard time like smelling bacon because it makes my PTSD go.
I know, but those body positive women smell great when they burn alive.
It's disgusting.
I know. Jonathan English. How do you know if your battle buddy is a bundle of sticks? His 1930s detective tastes like feces.
What?
1930s detective. Okay. Dick.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Well, I had to teach you that one.
Yeah.
No, I never would have thought.
Too much thought in that.
Too much thought. Yeah. Forced out with a $20 donation. Hey, what's your thought on General Woke Mark A. Milley? That's the dude in the video that I sent you.
Oh, no.
Oh. I love it. He's like, I resent being called quote unquote woke.
You're talking about the general.
Yes.
Yeah. No. Fuck that guy. No. Like I said, 33 years in the military. I've known thousands of officers. Thousands. 12 were worth of shit, and 3 of them are now dead. And most of the guys that remain are retired. Okay. A large majority of them were mediocre at best, and a large chunk of those people were incompetent. All right. So guess what? You become a general. Odds are you are a champion dick sucker, butt fucker, backstabbing motherfucker. I'm just telling you. Like when I graduated in 96 with my 4-year degree, they're like, oh, Pop, when are you going to put in your paperwork for a direct commission? I'm just like, never. Fuck those guys. I am not going to partake in the dick sucking, butt fucking orchestra that goes on. They can go to hell. Period.
That's quite a concert.
I have no respect for officers. None.
Ladies and gentlemen, the dick-sucking, butt-fucking orchestra. Dun, dun, dun.
It's terrible. Hey, you missed. Hey, come on now. You made it over the top. All right.
Over the top. Good movie, too.
Next one.
Except for the kid. I'd punch him in the face. Just saying. Keith Harney back again with a $9.99 donation. Why always $9.99?
It's all right.
Was this Walmart? Is it a price rollback? You want a discount? The Tree of Liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants.
Absolutely correct.
Amen. Tony Soprano. Search Archie Bunker on Slavery on YouTube. Absolutely hilarious. Shows like All in the Family could never be made in 2021. I got news for you. Shows that ended only a few years ago, like House MD, couldn't be made in 2021.
And
that is how far off the reservation the left has gone.
That's why we need to find another state, have another movie wood or whatever.
Yeah.
And make our own shit.
You know, I was totally behind it when the Daily Wire told Gina Carano, like, hey, you know, if they don't want you on Mandalorian, you can come on over here. We'll make movies. I was like, yeah.
Did she get taken back?
I think she did.
All right, we'll see.
But I hope she tells them to go fuck themselves.
That would be cool.
I mean, it wasn't Favreau's fault that she got fired. That was all Kathleen Kennedy because she's or Cuntleen Kennedy, as I call her.
Disney needs to get flushed down the toilet. Need to go bankrupt.
They do. Screw them.
Fuck them.
In the butt. And yeah, Archie Bunker, one of my favorite characters of all time.
I'm saying the F word a lot. Get me spun up on this one.
Larry Bentley with a $20 donation. Anyone want to remind the Biden that it's the blood of patriots and tyrants? Also, that quote came from Thomas Jefferson. And he really loved the blacks. Just saying. An original signer of the Constitution and an author of the Federalist Papers.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he did. Evil Zombie 2. Lieutenant Michael Leroy Byrd is the officer who murdered Ashley Babbitt. Ooh.
What's his name?
Lieutenant Michael Leroy Byrd.
Leroy Byrd.
Somebody's on the dark web.
Yeah.
Just like Thomas Jefferson used to be. Little sticky. Mm-hmm. Happy Nomadic with a $10 donation. Please use towards liquor purchase. Oh, we will.
Thank you very much.
There's going to be more of this in my future. This is better than Jim Apple. Iapetus. With their open border policy, they don't need to get the military to fire on us when they're bringing in criminals from other country and giving them weapons.
Yep. MS-13 is really big in moving across the border, drugs and muling white slaves and shit.
Ugh. Not good.
No, it's not good
at all. Michael Davis. He was once called the walking gaff. Beijing Biden, yeah.
Yep.
Or as his, as our former Kenyan in chief loves to say, never underestimate Joe's ability to fuck things up.
And he's been proven right time and time again. We did a whole show on it.
That's the only thing that Barry has ever been right about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does insist that his wife is a woman. I'm just... A Big Mike! Speaking of Big Mike...
Oh, bastard.
There's a big black one for you.
Damn you.
Noah Zuniga with a $50 donation. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Second enlistment, I face a choice. When the EIU lab or jab becomes mandatory, I either get kicked out for refusing to follow that order, for failing a physical fitness test, or legal trouble. But if I could, I would rather get released released on an honorable note.
Okay. I don't believe they'll give you a dishonorable if you refuse the jab. Okay.
We would hope.
You could probably get out, and then, I'm going to be honest. Like I said, it's not even worth it anymore.
No. Like I said, that's coming from a dude who spent 33 years in the Army. I mean, how far has the military fallen to where a dude who devoted his life to it is this ashamed of it?
No, I'm not ashamed. I'm just telling you.
I would be ashamed.
It's not worth it anymore. It's just not worth it.
The people in charge, I would
ashamed.
be completely
I guess
ashamed
you
of
could
that.
say I'm ashamed of the people who are in charge and the way that the shit's going. But it literally is not worth it.
I mean, if you were still on active duty,
I'd be off.
And you met a battalion commander and they were giving their little speech and they were calling whiteness a parasitic condition,
I would have immediately filled out a DA 1559, wrote a complaint to my state senator and the people in my House of Representatives, and then I would have filed it at the DODIG. I would have followed it. I mean, I would have turned that guy's life into a redneck fucking nightmare.
A redneck nightmare.
I would. I've told that to many officer.
Hey.
When they get all stupid, I'm like, you know what, sir? I'm about to turn your life into a redneck fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Just be very careful what you're saying here.
Sounds like good times to me. I'm just saying.
You gonna be a redneck nightmare? Just a little bit?
Listen, like when you're that old salty NCO that's been around, you don't fuck with that guy.
No.
You don't fuck with that guy. There we go. Are we going in here again?
Oh, yeah.
7 fallacies from the left about gun control.
I have the wrong article on that one. I'm going to find it.
Oh, you fucked it up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's okay, though, because, I know where things are.
Here we go.
The main point, before he decided to threaten the American patriots with nuclear weapons, Beijing, Biden, the entire reason behind them all of a sudden pivoting to gun control is because literally every single thing that he has attempted to do has been met with monumental failure.
Correct.
And what does the left always do when their policies fail? They immediately pivot to gun control. So I thought this would be fun to cover.
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, we didn't have a problem with guns while the family was intact.
Exactly.
All right.
We didn't have this much gun violence in the Old West.
Yeah, you're right. Well, there wasn't a lot of people over there.
Well, because people had to be polite in the Old West.
Because everyone carried a
gun. And if you were impolite, you fucked around and found out.
Yeah, people would take some shots at you, baby.
Line number 1. The whole nation is calling for gun control. No, it's not.
It's just these blue cities and the blue states.
Yep. And here are the main facts of it. More than 51% of all shootings happen in just 2% of the counties in this country. Gee, I wonder which political party runs those.
Yeah.
83% of all shootings are gang or drug related. 50% of all shootings are black-on-black violence committed by a black man under 30. So 3% of the U.S. population does more than half the killing. Most of those guns were illegally obtained. This is from the FBI's UCR. 30% of the guns confiscated in crimes in California are ghost guns. Gun control has failed in California. Changes in technology are making gun laws irrelevant.
All right, the whole ghost gun thing, you can basically buy an 80% lower mill it out yourself, put the parts on it. Or you get a stolen gun. Say it's made of aluminum.
Yeah.
You drill down partially where the serial number is. Then you buy a product called Alumaloy.
Alumaloy?
Yeah, it's an aluminum compound. It heats under a butane torch.
Okay.
Fill in the holes, file it, buff it, drill out. Like do that 2 or 3 times. There's absolutely no way, in any way, shape, or form, is the original serial number going to be pulled off that weapon after that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We're not trying to teach anybody any bad habits or anything.
Well, if you read the Jericho files, I am.
Yeah.
Because I go into a lot of details on how to do some squirrely shit in there.
Hell yeah. Lie number 2. We need gun control to keep children safe. If you remove gang and drug-related shooting from the list, America is one of the safest countries in the world. Without suicides, there are only about 10,000 gun deaths per year. Remove gang and drug murders, that number drops to under 2,000. While each loss of a life is a tragedy, your chance of being shot is slightly less than your chances of being struck by lightning, provided that you are not dealing with drugs or belong to a violent street gang. 4,000 people, including children, die from texting while driving. Only 150 in school shootings.
Yeah, this story. Listen, I got a story about the lightning.
Go for it.
Basic training. First of all, in Fort Benning, Georgia, I mean, in the
We're
summer,
going off in the weeds. Everybody pour yourself a drink.
I mean, you get these like crazy like thunderstorms that happen out of nowhere, and we're moving through the woods, going to our next bivouac site. We come out into this big field, and all of a sudden, like that, it just goes green, and like these clouds come in there, and it starts rumbling.
Oh, if it's going green, that's bad.
That's tornado shit.
Yeah.
So the drill sergeant's like, hurry up, and we're going across this field, and I'm like 4 guys from the front.
Is this the dude with the golf clubs?
No.
Okay.
No, we're coming up to the wood line, and this bolt of lightning, kaboom! It's this tree. It blows into toothpicks, catches fire. The dude turns around and goes, "Drill sergeant, fuck that!" The drill sergeant's like, "Rally up, we're not doing this." And we all like scattered out, and we stacked our weapons, and we spread out. So if we did get hit by lightning, only one dude would die at a time. That's the way they used to do it back in the day.
But didn't you know a dude who, like, he was getting divorced or something, and he decided to, like, run out into a thunderstorm holding golf clubs or something?
He was out in his golf cart.
Yeah.
He gets out on, like, one of the holes. I want to die! And then we're in the I'm in the clubhouse, and, like, people are looking at him like, "Hey, Popp, he's your guy. Go get him."
I don't want to go. I don't want to get wet, man.
God damn it.
Son of a bitch.
I go out there. It's like, it's raining. I mean, I was soaked within like a minute. And I'm like, get in the cart. I want to die. He's like doing the humble woof woofs. He's got snot coming out of his nose.
No woman is worth throwing away.
And I'm like, dude, everyone's watching you. You're being a super bitch here. Just get in the cart and let's go drink it out.
Hey, it sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah, we got so fucking hammered.
Lie number 3. The U.S. is the leader in mass shootings. Now, just so everybody knows, the definition of mass shootings differs depending on what the mass media wants to report on.
The FBI reports that
Just saying.
2 or more killings or woundings in one shooting incident.
Yeah, and that can happen almost on accident.
It happens all the time in inner cities, and it's usually a product of gang violence.
Yep. As of April 2018, the U.S. was 9th in mass shootings. We're actually, I want to say, 23rd in overall gun violence on the planet, despite the fact we have more guns than any other country. I'll leave you to figure that one out for yourself. Lie number 4. Having a gun around increases your chance of being shot.
That's so incorrect.
That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. According to a study requested by Barry Obama, sucking on his wife's pole, from the CDC, guns save lives. A lot of lives. Does anyone recall this study getting extensive media coverage or the administration plugging its key findings? Of course not. It doesn't support their anti-Second Amendment, anti-gun ideology, and therefore is ignored as if it never happened. And of course, as always, after this stream, there will be a pinned comment where all of these sources can be viewed, and you can check out that CDC study for yourself.
Yeah, do it.
Lie number 5. The NRA buys politicians to oppose gun safety laws. Dark money spending exceeded $1.4 trillion backing Hillary Clinton in 2016. It's not about the NRA. They are a tiny organization with a limited pocketbook. They spent $35 million on the 2016 election to oppose Hillary after she called for gun confiscation. Dark money spending backing Hillary Clinton exceeded $1.4 trillion. I would propose to you that money is not what makes the NRA powerful. It's an influencer. They've been that way since the 30s. Mm-hmm. When Democrats tried to ban private ownership of guns. Oh, so this is just something that they love to do. Assholes. And they're still telling the same lies. Well, the Second Amendment, they put limits on what you could own from the beginning.
No, they didn't.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
You know that once upon a time, a revolver was a weapon of war.
Yes, it was.
There you go.
It was the ultimate equalizer.
Lie number 6. There are not that many gun owners in the U.S. Now, this is probably increased exponentially since the coup, but 120 million gun owners in the U.S., all over the age of 18.
What's that number again?
120 million! Largest single voting bloc in the country. No first-time presidential candidate ever won on a gun-banning agenda.
Until this one.
Well, he wasn't a first-time presidential candidate. He tried to run in the 80s, and he had to back out because he committed plagiarism.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And he didn't win this time.
Well, we can't say that or I'll get banned.
He just really loves ice cream.
Yes, that's right.
I love ice cream. I like to use it as lube when I'm trying to shove the Constitution up my ass.
The Backtower Waffle Cone Campaign.
Lie number 7. We only want weapons of war off the street.
Bullshit.
When Democrats call for a ban on assault weapons, which is a complete misnomer, they mean all semi-automatic firearms. When they talk about banning weapons of war, they want your 10/22. What they say in public and what they put in their bills are two different things.
Correct. Now, I'm going to be honest. If you have a bolt-action 30 caliber weapon that fires a sub-minute of angle, you put a decent scope on it, you get some national match ammo, and you teach yourself how to shoot that thing and hit targets at 500 meters, you're incredibly dangerous.
Yep.
Incredibly dangerous.
Sounds like a good time.
All right, here we go. The racist origin of gun control laws.
And I love that this comes from The Hill, the same so-called publication that wants us to believe Joe Biden has a 60% approval rate.
Yeah, bullshit.
And they consistently will tell on themselves and just go into the realm of hypocrisy without even breaking a sweat. 1 month after the Confederate surrender in 1865, Frederick Douglass urged federal action to stop state and local infringement of the right to bear arms. Until this was accomplished, Douglass argued the work of abolitionists is not finished. Indeed, it was not. As the special report of the Paris Anti-Slavery Conference of 1867 found, freedmen in some southern states were forbidden to own or bear arms and thus were rendered defenseless against assault. Thus, white supreme pizzas could continue to control freedmen through threat of violence. How much you want to bet they forget that they actually published this article when they're trying to back Joe Biden's gun control?
Well, you know what? When, people are showing up dressed in sheets and their horses and rolling in on your property and setting up a cross they're going to set on fire, nothing rains on that whole party than lead.
Yep. It's only because of the 14th Amendment that gun control laws now have to be racially neutral. The South Carolina law against concealed carry put blacks in chain gangs, but whites only paid a small fine, if anything. In the early 20th century, such laws began to spread beyond the ex-Confederacy. An Ohio Supreme Court justice acknowledged that such statutes reflected a divisive purpose to entirely disarm the Negro. And that's what they still want to do.
Actually, they want to disarm everyone so they could turn everyone into slaves.
Yeah, the Democrats have never stopped being the party of slavery. They've just broadened their scope.
Mm-hmm.
They want everyone to be slaves now, as long as you make less than 6 figures. Or actually less than 7 figures, I should say. Because, we're not going to tax anybody who makes less than $400,000 a year. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I mean, they want to take away the guns so they don't have to worry about having an insurrection. So they can pass any laws they want. In fact, at that point, they don't even need to have laws. They can have edicts. They can do whatever the fuck they want. And guess what's going to happen then? They're going to fire up the FEMA camps. They're going to turn them into, concentration camps. And we're going to have, a hellscape like China has, but it's going to happen over here.
Yep. And that is why every gun control law is unconstitutional.
It's unconstitutional.
It says right here, a well-regulated militia, which, according to the vernacular of the time, meant every able-bodied person of fighting age, and well-regulated meant stocked with weapons and ammunition.
Yep.
This is not even up for debate. The fact that the left is still trying to pull this, well-regulated militia means that it has to be an officially recognized organization. No.
No, it doesn't.
It's bullshit.
It actually, militia means militia.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically the civilian populace who come in to defend their area.
Exactly. What's interesting about this language is that it states that the right to bear arms shall not be infringed. The Founding Fathers placed a bright line prohibition on infringement of the right. They knew the difference between an outright prohibition and the providing to the federal government the ability to place reasonable restrictions on a right. For example, the Fourth Amendment prohibits unreasonable search and seizure. So when they say shall not be infringed, they're saying fuck off.
It shall not be infringed. Now, another thing they could do, especially with these guys getting off active duty or getting out of the military, they go back to the county where they live or whatever.
Yep.
They could easily be deputized or put on a deputization list by the sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
So if shit goes down, he's got a list of people who've already been school trained in the use of firearms that he could call on the phone and say, yo, bro, get down here. We're having some shit.
Yep.
You could literally have, if every sheriff did that, especially in like Oakland County, he'd have a list of like 120,000 people.
Nice.
That's a lot of people you can call up.
Hell yeah. And this gets better. Until 2010, the significant weakness of the Second Amendment was that in some minds it did not apply to state or local governments. These governments were free to make any regulations their state Supreme Courts held acceptable under their state constitutions. That is why states like New York and California could virtually ban their citizens from bearing arms.
Well, that was the one in California was overturned. So,
yeah, but it all changed in 2010 when the United States Supreme Court decided McDonald versus Chicago. This case held that the Second Amendment was incorporated. This legal term means that the states and local governments must now follow the limitations of the federal Constitution's Second Amendment, and that state laws cannot be more restrictive than those allowed by the Second Amendment. Wah, wah, wah.
Yep.
And that's why you're going to see more and more states just saying, all right, I think Texas signed 7 different pieces of pro-gun legislation into law just last week.
Hey, is there like a map that's showing pro-gun states now?
Well, we have over 20 constitutional carry states now.
Well, I mean,
when it gets up to 36 to 38.
Then we know.
Do
we have a map? Do we have a map?
We do not have a map.
God damn it! God damn it!
Hey, do your own research next time, Brad.
Hang on, I'll do it.
You read the rest of this article. Again, it's all going to be posted. Redonkulas.com afterwards. There'll be a pinned comment.
Virtually all of the media we've gotten since, I would say, the late 80s is almost all propaganda.
You are correct. Wah, wah, wah. Oh. And what happens when states, in fact, whole countries, decide to disregard the reality on the ground? Well, it doesn't work too well. This is what happens when Canada tries gun control. $1.7 billion devoted to it. Statistics Canada's reports on homicide rates do not demonstrate a statistically positive effect from the various gun control measures undertaken at any point in Canada's past. The percentage of murders committed with a firearm has remained unchanged for decades, even in the light of extensive and expensive gun control programs.
So you're saying it almost has no effect?
None. Is anyone shocked? I'm just asking for a friend. Is anyone shocked?
No. I'm not getting it. You're not shocking here.
No. In fact, when you look at the stunning and brave United States of America and our totally free and fair elections, gun control causes more crime. Liberal cities have the most gun control and the most violence.
Yeah, I mean, if they know that their targets are not going to have the ability to defend themselves.
Mm-hmm. For example, do you know the difference between a hot and a cold robbery?
No.
A hot robbery means that you're home when they break into your house. In the United States, that is less than a quarter of all robberies. In Britain, where firearms are extraordinarily difficult to come by, it's almost 3/4.
Wow.
I just remember that. I don't have that in front of me, but I remember reading that and I was like, holy shit.
Wow.
Proof is in the pudding. Despite all gun control, Chicago seems to encounter plenty of gun violence. In 2015 to 2016, the gun homicide rate multiplied by 61%. And in 2020, I bet that's gone off the rails.
2020, 2021, I mean, Chicago is off the rails.
Yep. New York had 36 victims of gun violence in just 6 days, according to Forbes. In 2020, New York City saw more shootings in 8 months than they did in all of 2019. And the hits just keep on coming.
The hits just keep on coming.
They never stop.
Oh, my God. What's the next one?
Cities got deadlier in 2020.
No, they didn't.
No.
Wow.
They got fiery but peaceful.
Yeah. They're fiery but peaceful as
totally
dodging lasers and shit's blowing up.
Let's just take a look at the bullet points here. This is insane. New York, which also has seen more homicides rise, albeit by much less, in 2018 and 2019 saw almost 150 additional homicides and more than 750 additional shootings in 2020, representing respective increases of 45 and 97%. Chicago, which hadn't fully recovered from homicide spikes in 2015 and 2016, saw 2,274 more homicides and 1,435 additional shootings. That's additional shootings to their statistical average, 55% spikes. Los Angeles, homicides jumped 38%. While shootings spiked almost 40, D.C. closed 2020 with homicides up for the third year, because we know it's just a great place to live. Killings in Philadelphia, where year-end homicides have risen every year since 2016, were just one body shy of 500, 40% increase.
God damn.
And it just goes on and on.
Was Detroit up there?
Detroit shootings and homicides rose for the second straight year, soaring by 53% and 19% respectively.
I think their homicide clearing rate is like 15%.
Yeah, and you know what you're going to find in every single one of these cities? A Democrat mayor.
Yeah. The only reason Detroit didn't go off the hook is the guy. The chief of police down there wasn't having it.
Yep.
They were stacking up in the street, and he marched on them and shut their shit down. There we go. Almost all of America's failed cities are Democratic cities.
42 of the top 43 centers of violent crime are all run by Democrats.
Shocker.
How? And the funny thing is that they claim that violent crime and murder and all this other stuff is the result of systemic racism, right? But if 42 of the top 43 centers of violent crime are all run by Democrats, wouldn't that systemic racism be theirs?
Yeah.
Just asking for a friend.
I don't know, man. That's some crazy ass shit.
42 of the top 43. Some might call that statistically significant.
I believe that building is in Detroit.
Oh, this one right here?
I think it is.
It's quite possible, but I mean,
it looks like one of the old Ford plants.
Any shithole looks like any other, I guess.
I suppose you're right. Yeah.
It's quite repugnant. I'm sorry, but the next time somebody tries to tell you that gun control works and it's those evil white supreme pizzas that we got to worry about, just remember, 42 of the top 43 crime-ridden cities, all run by Democrats.
And somehow we're allowing these crime-ridden cities to dictate our government.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck are we thinking? They can't govern themselves. How the hell are we given the authority to govern the rest of us?
Yeah, I mean, how much have just look up New York shootings 2020. And then, do the same thing in California, Stan, and then ask yourself, okay, how the hell are these insufferable shit stains on the underpants of humanity in any position whatsoever to try to dictate to the rest of us how we should live our fucking lives?
I know.
These coastal elites, these wonder-bred trust funders,
what happens,
think that they know what's best for everyone.
I mean, what happens in these big cities is they have everyone in one area. They're easily manipulated and lied to with propaganda.
Yep.
And they just herd them like sheep to the slaughter.
Ugh.
That's exactly what's happening.
So how do you fight it?
At the state and local level.
State and local level. Governor Abbott signed Second Amendment legislation into law. Not just one, not just two or three, but 7 different pieces of legislation. Senate Bill 19 prohibits any governmental entity from contracting within any business that discriminates against firearm and ammunition businesses or organizations. Senate Bill 20 allows guests to store firearms in their hotel rooms. Senate Bill 550 removes the shoulder or belt holster requirements, allowing Texans to carry firearms in whatever kind of holster they choose. House Bill 957 repeals the criminal offense of possessing, manufacturing, transporting, or repairing a firearm silencer. It also ensures that any firearm suppressor manufactured in Texas and that remains in Texas will not be subject to federal law or federal regulation.
Ooh.
House Bill 1500 prevents any government entity from prohibiting the sale or transportation of firearms or ammunition during a declared disaster or emergency. House Bill 1927 authorizes constitutional carry in Texas, meaning law-abiding Texans can legally carry a handgun without a license. House Bill 2622 makes Texas a Second Amendment sanctuary state by protecting Texans from new federal gun control regulations.
Yeah, we need to see more states do this.
Yes. Get involved, gentlemen, at the state and local level. make some phone calls, write some letters, take over your local school boards, win some mayoralships, push this shit in your state.
Push their shit in.
Push it and shove their shit in.
Amen.
This is good stuff. And you know what else you can do? Whenever, if let's say you get called in for jury duty, because this is how the drug war started to accelerate its own demise, jury nullification. It is your patriotic duty when people like that couple in Missouri are brought in for, oh my God, they were holding guns and brandishing weapons against a crowd of disgusting pieces of shit. Yes.
Or say you're on the jury and there's a whole laundry list of crimes.
Yeah.
Fuck them. I'd say nope, not guilty. You're violating their constitutional rights.
Exactly. If you, as a juror, like even if you know that they're supposedly guilty by the definitions of the law, if you don't believe that it's constitutional, if you don't believe that it should be a law in the first place, it is within your rights as a juror to say, fuck you, I'm not convicting.
That's right. You just say nope.
And this is why, despite the fact that marijuana is still federally illegal, virtually all 50 states refuse to comply.
Well, here's another thing. Say you're on a jury and you say, well, I'm not voting to convict. And they ask you why. You can say, I don't have to answer that. I am on this jury and I say no.
Yep.
I don't have to explain myself to you, the judge, God, no one.
Absolutely not.
Period.
Fuck him!
I wouldn't explain myself. I'm like, no, not guilty.
Space Ghost is on.
I'm sorry. There's reasonable doubt in my mind. It has not been lifted. No.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, you want me to vote one way or another against, based on an unconstitutional piece of shit law? Yeah, fuck them! It's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm trying to find that map of constitutional carry. It's like somewhere around 26 states. It was up to 35 states a few years ago. Bastard. But it went back down. It's probably going to go back up.
Usually I like it when things go down, as long as they have a nice set of juicy tits or potentially a full German body.
I'm just saying it starts in Texas, and it goes all the way up through the United States, except for the West Coast, the East Coast. It's looking like, it could easily get to 36 to 38.
Exactly, yeah. And dudes, you start getting involved at this level, you get to fortify the ice cream socials.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that stuff is decided at the state and local levels.
Correct. Yeah, and I pity the fools at the Cobo Hall in Detroit in 2022. Because you're going to have militia. There's going to be militia units showing up there.
I hope so.
It's going to be
because that whole thing where they're the putting up boards and stuff, trying to prevent people from actually being able to watch the count.
Yeah, that's not going to fly. That's not going to fly.
The fact that people
are going to get shot. I'm predicting people are going to get shot.
The fact that there are people who actually believe the ice cream social was fair and above board. Obviously, and I've told you about this. When I was over at like the Goodyear waiting for my fucking car to get fixed, I heard like 7 separate lies in all of about 30 seconds on the mainstream media talking about how Trump was talking about how this happened and that happened. Oh, without any evidence. Oh, I'm sorry. Did my own eyes lie to me?
What, there's like something like 72,000 affidavits.
Yeah. And
it's
legal
insane.
Affidavits, if you're lying, you can go to jail.
Yeah. And that's across like all of the major states.
This isn't like #MeToo where you can just levy an accusation without evidence and get off scot-free.
Hey.
If you sign a legal affidavit, you can go to jail.
We're going to get banned.
No, we're not. We're not talking about, we're not using the word.
Okay, all right.
Not using the words.
I'm just saying.
We're talking in general. Legal affidavits, if you sign one and it turns out you are full of shit, you go to jail.
Yeah, and actually I'm thinking about trying to get some more information on these audits that are going on, having a stream on alternate platforms and go into detail in regards to what they're finding.
Yeah. That sounds like a fun time to me.
We can't talk about it here.
Count me in. Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about it.
We can't talk. We won't because I don't want to risk another STRIKE in the butt.
You got to skirt the truth here.
Yeah, we're skirting the truth like a grass skirt on a sexy Hawaiian.
It's like playing just the tip when you're in college just the tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels. But you don't want to go all the way because otherwise, you don't know whether or not she's on the pill.
Yeah, all it takes is to slip one by the goalie. And you guess what? You just wrote a mortgage with a P-Nice that you're going to be paying out for 18 to 25 years.
One of God's most vicious jokes was pre-seminal fluids, man.
That's a lie. That's where all the commando sperm are. That's like the strongest sperm there are. They're on the tip, just going, all right, just get me in there. Just get me to the doorway. I'll take care of the rest. Go! That's exactly what happens. I'll block for you. You get through.
Ooh. Oh, it's good times. All right. Let's go through the rest of the super chats here, and we will call this a night. James Rankin. Has anyone heard of Luc Montagnier? Luc Montagnier, maybe? Nobel Prize winning virologist who said all those Fauci-ouchied will die in the next 2 years. I didn't hear about that.
There are a lot of rumors out there the actual casualties are going to take place because of the runaway spike protein phenomenon.
Heart enlargement, spike proteins coagulating in lymph nodes and things like that.
No,
so we're going to see some non-Hodgkin's lymphoma coming up.
And it's going to bone marrow. It's doing all kinds of crazy-ass shit.
But I will say this. Because they're so easily manipulated, that death toll is going to affect Democrats 2-1. And you did it to yourselves.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah.
You actually believed that getting an untested, non-vaccine that is not FDA approved was a good idea. Stew on that for a minute. Woo!
Yeah, unbelievable.
Stephen Kent, hypothetically speaking, if someone deployed a portable mushroom cloud creation kit in D.C., would anything of value to the nation be lost?
Well, first of all, I would not want to see a mushroom cloud creation kit take place on American soil, period.
I would neither.
That would really make me very upset.
Jail.
And, that has repercussions that go on for thousands of years.
I mean, especially if the left has continued to run rampant like they are, if they pull down all of those statues in D.C., then no, really nothing of value would be lost.
Okay.
I mean, because Come Swallow a Heels Up, Pull My Harris is there. Dementia Joe, Beijing Biden is there. Congress, save for a couple of them that I might actually respect, but they still stood up and applauded for the Capitol Police when they murdered people too. So yeah, fuck them.
Yep.
I'm done.
Just saying.
The Jerk 85. You couldn't live with your failures, so where did it lead you? Back to reality, man. Thanos would be handing L's to feminists and politicians if he was real.
Yep.
I am inevitable. Iapetus, hey, Pop and Blake, here in Potato Land. Wish you were here. You could go hunting for cougars and not the ones that hit the wall.
I mean, I hate cats, but I'm not shooting cougars, man. I'm not doing it.
You just flat out said the other day that you hate cats and you kill them yourself.
Not a cougar or a bobcat, but house cats, they're evil, dirty, killing things that just kill. I mean, they put a camera on one of these house cats, lit out at night. It killed like 17 things. It didn't eat one of them. No. Shoot those with a 10-22 all day long. But a bobcat, I'm not killing a bobcat. I'm not killing
They're cats, bro.
I know,
just like
but
anything else.
They're rare. And you know what? I kind of respect them.
Oh, they're different and they love you, so you're not going to shoot them.
But they eat what they kill. They don't kill like a bazillion things every night.
That I understand. Okay.
You know?
I get that.
I'm not trying to be weak or anything. I'm just saying.
Speaking of local elections, say, Pop, how come you don't start a campaign to unseat the family court judge who presided over your divorce case?
That's actually, I've been kicking it around if I should do that or not. Because
you're not.
The judges I had aren't there anymore. It's a newer judge.
And you don't have a law degree.
Well, I don't have. It doesn't require a law degree. I'm going to cover administrative violence.
Okay.
How to wage wars against magistrates, lawyers, judges.
Yeah.
It can all be done. You got to have the ability to put in the time.
Gotta know what's what.
organized properly. If the judge is really shitty, you're going to have no problem finding people willing to sign affidavits.
In the butt. 9/23. On the gay cruise, does the captain go down with the ship or on it?
I don't know.
Ask your mommy.
I don't want to know.
Ask your mommy. He's not a tumor. Dennis, 9.99. I hate to say it. A hard crash might bring some sense to people.
Let me tell you, nothing like a harsh dose of reality brings idiots to the intelligence table.
Yeah, consequences are a really good teacher because consequences tend to bring pain of the physical or emotional variety, sometimes both.
Yep.
Downside 13. Clank! Noff! Oh, yeah, we watch our Sticks, Hex, and Hammer around here. The Wall. Why put so much work into a script for an action red pill movie? Pop's already written one with the Jericho Files. Supernatural thriller. There's money in it. We could do that, too.
I'm telling you, man, that could easily be converted to a bunch of scripts because each
know.
book has got like 4 or 5.
Well, yours is like gore orn pay. Mine's funny as hell.
Yeah. Okay. Well, mine's supernatural stuff. It's
Yeah, mine's not supernatural.
It's a supernatural thriller.
Very grounded in reality. And then at the end, it just,
like the third
you
book.
think it's one thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I see what you did there.
The third book, I mean, people are going to get blown up. He's going to be fighting all kinds of crazy stuff. There's a wizard getting involved.
Nice.
He's going after some life forms that existed here prior to the modern human. It's going to be good.
Dust Shaker wants to know if Jericho Files is on Audible. Not yet, but I will be reading it myself.
We're
And
probably
once it is
going to
complete. Yeah.
put it on Paranormal Pop and we'll put it on Paranormal Pop on Locals or something.
Yeah. Yep. We're currently reaching out to multiple locations to start shooting Paranormal Pop. There's going to be a location in Houghton Lake, one in Plymouth, Michigan, one in Detroit, Michigan. I mean, we're going to be all over. The tuberculosis hospital that closed down in Lima, Ohio, we're going to go down there. And, if you guys have suggestions for places that that are crazy fucking haunted near you, send them to the email redonkulas12@gmail.com.
Now, I'm mainly going there just to film it. I ain't communicating with shit.
No, we're not bringing any Ouija boards.
I'm
with
not
us
doing a Ouija board thing.
Fuck
Probably
that.
not gonna do a spirit box thing.
Go get fucked.
Now, I'll fucking film shit,
Not in a
walk
good way.
around, whatever, put up microphones, get EVPs and stuff. But
Ugh.
no, thank you.
No, I don't want to get into any of that stuff, man.
That's how you get a haunted worm.
A haunted worm.
It's almost as bad as a butt worm. You can't
Or a
get rid
dick
of it.
worm.
No medicine for it.
You stick your junk through a hole in the wall in the stall, and you think it's a, nice, sexy woman on the other side. Instead, it's a toothless goat thinking he's going to get a carrot.
You wind up the dick worm.
Meh.
That's not good, man.
Oh, Ohio Trucker, Death Wish, Cobra, and Dirty Harry. All good times right there, man.
I like the Dirty Harry movies.
Oh, man, the Death Wish sequels were fucking insane.
Yeah, they were good.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah, I like Death Wish.
I just want to see 3 hours of Charles Bronson murdering people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. David Gummer. His last name is named after your mom. What's the difference between an intelligent Biden supporter and Bigfoot?
I don't know.
There have been sightings of Bigfoot.
All right.
Reaper01, I was a chestnut with no game. Women can subconsciously smell wango tango like bloodhounds. They don't take no for an answer, and no one will help you.
Okay.
I know the feeling, man. I didn't have any game until I just got sick of the game. And then all of a sudden, I had game. It was weird.
I didn't have any game until I went in the Army.
Yeah, well, my horse chick left me, and I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to go do what I want. I'm not going to have any regard for anyone else's feelings. Fuck them. Apparently that works.
Fuck him!
Fuck him! Suck a dick! Carlin Mitchell can attest after renting a shop, no joke, 15 feet from a crematorium where I opened my dental lab. It does smell just like pork, which I can no longer eat.
Yeah.
It's not a bad question.
Like, I can eat bacon. I just can't smell bacon cooking.
I get that, yeah.
Flips me out. I can't do it.
Oh, yeah. When there's bacon cooking in my house, I have to open the windows. You know, because
No. It's just like one of the main things that causes like memories and stuff is odors. And
oh
smells.
yeah, absolutely.
It just flips switches in my thinking meat, and it just drives me crazy.
I do not envy that, my good sir. Over 1,000 people still watching, 934 likes. We're just a little bit shy. We want to get a 100% like ratio.
Do it.
Ball Harry. To my last comment, it is crazy that I, Russian immigrant, I'm doing the wrong accent, telling my American friends in San Francisco that this country is the best. Shake my head is wrong. Fat good times destroy countries.
Yes.
Do we repeat Roman Empire?
Yes, we are.
We're on the way.
We're well on our way, except there'll be a nuclear weapon twist.
Yeah, and OnlyFans is the new vomitarium orgies.
Okay.
Shows like that, stuff like that. Shows like Teen Mom, OrnPay Hub. There's your vomitariums and your orgies right there.
Yep. You're not going to get an argument from me, man.
Games
we
and circuses.
Fucked.
Yep. It makes me want to watch Gladiator, which I now have in 4K. Thank you, Michelle.
That was actually a damn good movie.
Damn right.
That was a good series. Too bad that guy died.
Yeah.
And they rushed the end. It was terrible.
I did like it when he buries the thing in the sand. He's like, I will see you again, but not yet. I usually speak that line at every funeral. I will see you again, but not yet.
I wonder, are they going to do a remake of that?
Given that it's Hollywood, probably. Probably going to be a shitty remake around the corner because it is officially 21 years old.
That's right.
This year.
Once it goes over 2 decades, it's ripe for a remake because they want to make more of that money.
Yeah, because that's what we all need. Skapun, $20 Australian. Thank you very much. You must watch an old Australian 70s TV show called Kingswood Country. There is no way it would get made today, but it is more accurate about today than ever. It's on YouTube, and it contains Australian cultural references. Funny as hell.
I watched Mr. In Between. That was pretty good. That's in Australia.
Mr. In Between?
Yeah. It's about this, like, I don't know, you could say he's a mobbed up killer. Goes around killing people. He's juggling like he's got a young kid. He's got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. It's actually pretty good.
Sounds like a good time.
I watched them all.
Joel Syme, $9.99. Portland Police Air Force has been circling East Portland big time till 2 a.m. every night. Sleepless nights nightly. I flip them the...
Okay.
I get that. That's
well, I'm telling you.
Portland's been a fucking shithole now for over a year straight, minimum.
Yeah, and there's like, let's see, there's the supermarkets are shutting down. The drugstores are shutting down. There's a whole bunch of mom and pops that are selling and either shutting permanently or moving out of the city. I'm telling you, Portland's never going to recover. It's going to wind up like Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm serious. It is absolutely fucked.
Jail.
What are you looking for?
I was looking up this next super chat here. Smooth Criminal. Hey, Blake, look up where Biden was on July 4th, 2009, and I can tell where he really was. I've looked everywhere, and they all lied or disappeared. And that's what I was looking up. Where was Biden July 4th, 2009? I'm not seeing, and everything is all coming up like July 4th goal for COVID poke and smoke.
Yeah, you're going to have a hard time finding, people's specific locations that far back.
Jail. Downside 13. When is the next prepper letter coming? In light of the Royal Navy versus Russia going down in the Black Sea, I'm looking forward to it.
Working it. I'm working it.
Working it.
What I decided what I'm going to do is every newsletter is going to be tacked onto the old one, so it's like a giant scroll as it goes out.
Patriot of the West.
El South Carolina goal is Australia's Army work 2E5 transfer to US.
All right.
So that's his goal. He wants to transfer to the U.S.
All right, then.
Corrupted redneck, just to point out, Biden did say it more eloquently than swallows well.
Oh, you're the guy who used to bang with Fang Fang? Yes, please pull the bra. Don't make sure to slap the ass. And that is a thong. You don't pull it. I already have a wedgie. The fuck is wrong with you? No, you take it off, and there you go. Oh, yes, now my butthole can breathe. Thank you. Sorry. Wouldn't that be the worst? Like getting a rim job and right in your face.
I'm sure there's a segment of the Ornpay people who like that, so they watch it.
You know what? I'm sure there was 2 or 3 VHS tapes in that footlocker full of German Ornpay that you gave to the motor pool that probably had just that in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably was. It wasn't the motor pool. It was the maintenance facility.
Either way.
The motor pool.
When I was in college, there was a video of a chick licking a dude's butthole, and she went in for seconds, and he's like, and she punched him in the ass and ran away. Dick! Look at his asshole. What do you expect?
No, in Iraq, the motor pool that we reported to, I nuked him in the Army Times.
Nuked him
in the Army Times.
Just like Joe Biden. JMV 290. Blake, when Popp takes a break, drop a straw in each drink.
Don't do that.
That's a really good idea.
That's
if he dumps them, it's alcohol abuse. If he drinks any, it's a homo suspicion point.
Dude, you fucker. Someone whistled.
I'm getting better at that. I got to figure out a way to get over the computer. Shannon, bless you. Shannon Spiderweb. Popp getting back to shooting after... Damn it! I hate when it does that. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to read the shit, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of me scrolling, it just pops down like 20 different fucking messages.
Does its own deal.
Popp getting back to shooting after losing an eye. Ooh,
oh, shit.
Damn.
Sorry, bro.
Looking for tips. And if I drive to Michigan, can I steal that Kraken bottle? Hell no.
No.
That shit is delicious.
All right. Well, listen, man. Shooting with one eye is... You're going to have to, like, retrain how your shit works, man.
It's not terrible. To lose vision in one eye, you only lose 30% of your total vision. But to learn to see with non-binocular is really difficult.
I am right-eye dominant.
Yeah.
If I lost my right eye and had to shoot with my left eye...
Oh, you'd be fucked.
It's really... You have to go through the retraining process
to
turn yourself left-eye dominant. It's really tough. I don't have a lot of advice for that other than, just be careful, take your time, and don't overdo it.
Yeah, keep at it.
Yeah.
It's
consistency, overpowers pretty much everything.
It's like anything else. I haven't talked about this on the show before. My wife had a heart attack when she was 21. The first hospital they took her to, they refused to believe that she was having a heart attack. So they sent her home. Took her to the next hospital, Detroit Mercy, where they finally saved her life. But because of that, she had to relearn how to walk, hold her bladder. I mean, everything.
Wow.
It was basically starting from square one.
Wow.
And I'm assuming it's very similar when you're trying to learn how to shoot. It's like, especially if your dominant eye is the one that was taken out. And my grandfather actually lost an eye golfing. 4 in the eye. Boom! Exploded in his fucking head. He had a glass eye for the last 20 years of his life.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah. I mean, the human body is a remarkable thing. As long as you train it, stick to it, and you stay vigilant and determined, you can do it.
I probably have like a dozen close calls stories to losing my eyes.
Oof.
Yeah, man, that's some serious business. Ugh.
Like what?
Well,
Give us one story where you almost lost your eye.
in the tire house, we had a noob throwing hand grenades around the corner. It bounced into the room with us.
Oh.
Yeah. So my buddy Kirk knocked this fucker on his ass. We all got down, but yeah, literally I was on the ground like a millisecond before it detonated. If I had not made it, I'd have caught a face full of shrapnel, been blinded. I'd probably be dead.
Damn.
And instead, I got some shrapnel in the helmet, and everything worked out.
Whew.
That's probably that's one of the worst ones.
Exactly. Wow. Andrew Thorsten, judges and DAs won't tell you this, but a law is on trial as much as the defendant. It's the last bit of power if the average citizen still has.
Yep.
Damn right. Cross Stuff chiming in on the same note here. Jury nullification is about nullifying bad laws. That is why it is your patriotic duty to, if you are on a jury for one of these, Second Amendment cases, nullify that shit. Fuck them.
That's right. Fuck them.
Let them know what's what. Let them know that the power in this country still resides with the people.
And you don't have to tell them you're doing it.
Yeah. In fact, you really shouldn't.
Yeah, you just don't say nothing. It's just, I'm not convinced he's guilty.
Yeah, like just because we made this stream, you and I would never be welcome on a jury.
That's fine.
That's fine by me too.
I mean,
you just keep that shit to yourself. Tony Soprano, want to get out of jury duty? Tell him a certain letter of the alphabet sent you. Q. Well, you mean like from Star Trek?
QAnon.
QAnon. Hunter's Moon Grimm, first American president to threaten the American people with nuclear weapons.
What a dumbass.
That's what Alzheimer's does, man. Kiro Ninja 00. Did you get my MGTOW TV super chats? Not yet, but I'm going to get to them. If they came in, I didn't actually hear them go off. Iapetus! There's a quote from an old Battlefront 2. What I remember about the rise of the Empire is how quiet it was. It's eerily relevant today.
Yes.
Except for all the burning and the looting and the murdering. Whatever, Tube. I almost prefer a foreign invasion to save us from the government. Does that make me bad, or does that show just how fed up I am? I'm sure I'm in it alone.
There's absolutely no foreign power that we can rely on that would actually help us. We have to help ourselves.
Definitely not China.
We have to help ourselves.
Yep. And that's why we're pushing this thing like jury nullification. Get involved in your state and local governments. Do everything that you can, because that is where the change really is going to lie.
Yep.
I mean, presidents can write executive orders all day long. If the states aren't going to enforce them, good fucking luck.
Yep.
9x23, Brain. $10. I snuck into the Yorktown, Virginia battlefield to fool around on a foggy night. I could see dark shapes in the fog. When I asked the girl about it, she told me they don't know we're here.
Yeah, that's what you think until you get a finger in the ass.
He's talking about the ghosts and shit on some of those Civil War battlefields.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're caught in a loop. They're still stuck there.
It sucks, man.
That's... Yeah.
Stephen Kent says, if you want to check out some place that's super haunted, Gettysburg. I would not doubt that one at all.
Actually, we can go there and film at night. We can actually set up cameras and shit. We can do that easy.
Absolutely.
It's just in Pennsylvania. It's not that far.
We probably drove by it on the way to Donovan Sharp's thing.
I don't know if we drove by it.
Close enough.
Close enough.
The Bacon! 243. Only 5 dislikes? Was this a super clean episode? No.
No. We actually have really good ratios for all our videos.
Especially
There's
early
no fucking way we have 125,000 subscribers. We should be probably at 500,000 by now.
Yeah.
At a minimum. There's just no way. I mean, most of the time we get like 15 downvotes on almost all our videos.
Well, it's like a dozen chicks who get their friends to downvote.
I think there's a couple where I have more than that because, I was really doing some controversial shit.
The mangina syndrome?
Oh, yeah. I got a lot of hurt people on that one. It's totally true, though.
Mm-hmm. Kira Ninja 00 over on MGTOW.tv. I don't know about you guys, but I'm finally ready to pick up my assault rifle and start practicing on the range. This puppet in chief is making my blood boil. The National Lead Exchange solution may begin very soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's already starting off. We're seeing people go off at school board meetings.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of time.
People are getting fed up, man.
Before somebody says, fuck this, and pulls out he unstraps, and some people wind up doing the horizontal dirt dance.
Exactly. And another from Kuro Ninja 00. Have you ever watched the Hodge twins?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty funny, and they are devil dogs, too. Oh, McAfee did an Epstein in a Spanish jail. Hashtag McAfee didn't kill himself.
No, he didn't.
There's no way. He's too much of a narcissist.
But, what dirt would he possibly have to, kill him over?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Nothing. Kilabon over on Odyssey says, the scary thing is that the Babylon Bee is becoming predictive as well. Yeah, I know. I've seen some good shit today from the Babylon Bee. What is it? They said that Emperor Palpatine says that, you don't need blasters because the only way you can take on the Empire is with a Death Star.
Yeah, okay.
But it was totally an insurrection when you showed up and flicked boogers. That's essentially what we're talking about.
Pretty much, yeah.
Stormcroft with a $10 donation.
Hey, Pop, get in touch with the Quartering. A vet reached out to him about losing his dog. The guy seemed like he was in a really bad place. Sounds like he could use your help.
The Quartering?
The Quartering, yeah, Jeremy.
Okay. Yeah.
He's a good dude.
He lost his dog?
Yeah, that there was a vet who reached out to him about losing his dog and seemed like he was in a very bad place, he said. I'll have to look that up. Does anybody know if there's an email or whatever, a best contact information for the Quartering? If you know about it, redonkulas12gmail.com. Mike Hunt.
Of course.
Say that 3 times fast.
Of course.
Taylor, Mississippi has some crazy stuff. Also wants 79% freedom units.
What is
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that is either. I don't know what
79% freedom units.
I have no idea. I don't know what that is. Is that alcohol?
Maybe.
If so, that'd be good.
You know what we're missing tonight, though?
What?
Ascension! Where are you, man? You're not watching?
No jokes tonight.
No jokes. I mean, we got Crazy Uncle in the chat and a couple other dudes. I mean, Let's Play PC's been posting a couple of jokes, but where's Ascension? Where? Damn it.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Arrow Shogun. They say that you can't take on the government with an AR-15, but it's still a, quote, weapon of war. It's an oversized BB gun. If civilians were not capable of overthrowing a corrupt government, they wouldn't be frantically trying to ban ARs and AKs. Fuck that child-sniffing bastard. 2A forever.
Amen! That is... Amen.
And
I couldn't have said it better. Shut up, that stuff. Why do you do that just to fuck with me every time?
I do. I do it just to fuck with you every time.
That's so dumb.
I am here to bust your balls and
you.
throw straw.
Hey!
Damn it!
You missed. Ha ha. That's 2. All right, that one got me.
1 out of 3.
All right, come on now. Oh, you missed.
I only have 4 left.
Hey, hold up, man. Now, come on now.
I gotta save some more for the end. Damn it. 9x23.
I snuck into the Yorktown, Virginia battlefield to tool around on a foggy night. I could see dark shapes in the fog. I already read that one. Why is it up here again? What
I don't know.
What is going on with this?
Dark.
Did he submit it again?
I don't know.
What the fuck? I could see dark shapes in the fog. When I asked the girl about it, she told me they don't know we're here. Why is it in there twice? Son of a bitch. Bacon! I think that must be it then.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that must be done. All right, let's go over here to Streamlabs then. Fucking Paulie B, 1775. The year before First Contact. The Tree of Liberty is refreshed by the blood of tyrants and patriots alike. 21st century America's problem is the tree of tyranny is watered by the accumulation of centralized power. It has blossomed so fully the roots are breaking the concrete foundation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually fairly accurate.
It's very accurate. Arrow Shogun. If Trump enticed the riots on Twitter, then they would have kept the tweets and spread it all over the news. They can't prove he did it because it didn't fucking happen. Bonus, I have the tweets saved on my PC. I have more evidence than the trial itself.
Wow.
Good job, man. The truth is a poison pill for the left. Jackal the Emperor, probably just going to use the steel armor for endurance training. What sites would you recommend for lighter, non-metal armor?
Oh, my God. Well, I bought a whole bunch of it back in the day on eBay when it was cheap. I actually took one of the plates out and fired at it with a 55 grain 5.56, which it successfully stopped it. The stuff does float. But now with everyone getting ready for the Boogaloo, that stuff's hard to get. So I really don't know, other than look on eBay and Amazon.
Yeah, ammunition and everything is just so expensive right now.
Mm-hmm.
So expensive. Jimmy Bones with a $10 donation. He's going to be sending us a couple more bottles of Bird Dog as well.
All right.
I've got your bottle of booze sent today, Blake. Winning. Also, did you get that sound bite of the video that I sent you? I did not yet. Pretty sure it will be used a lot when speaking of brain-dead Biden. Brain-dead Biden. I like that.
Yeah. And actually, we listened to a rapper who did a Circle Back song. It was pretty good. Hopefully, we can get him to be on the show.
Hell yeah. Arrow Shogun. CBS is releasing footage of rioters attacking Capitol Police. Notice how they just show brief footage of the scuffle. They won't show you how it started, and you can tell it's highly edited. By the way, anyone remember when the feminists raided the Capitol? Yes, when Amy Schumer got arrested. I do remember that.
I totally remember that. Nobody got shot.
The media doesn't want you to remember it, but we remember it. Ugh. Golden LSR. Hey, it's a BitChute link. Here, Blake, I thought you and Popp would enjoy this video. BLM Karen is big mad that a group of stunning and brave individuals won't let BLM riot and loot. Take a shot every time she says AK-47. Yeah, I'll have to make sure that I grab that link later. Paulie B, I love you, Blake, but every time I donate $17.75, you constantly say I got $17.76 wrong. 1775 is the Revolutionary War's start and the Continental Army's birth. Drink of the night, Old Bardstown Bourbon out of the Willet Distillery, Kentucky. Great stuff.
All right. Bourbon's good.
Oh, yeah, what's that new one that you got over there? What's that, like one
This is
something proof?
114 Old Granddad, and this was sent to us by a fan. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man.
I have not tried it yet. It is
That'll knock you on your ass.
114% proof.
Yeah, that'll knock you on your ass.
So it's like basically 52% alcohol, just shy of being a Molotov cocktail grade, but close.
That's your knockout drops right there.
Yeah.
It's not strong enough.
I don't know. I mean, this is adequate. It would knock me out.
Adequate. Jimmy Bones! Still haven't seen Ascension post a joke yet.
Neither have we.
What has 7 arms and still sucks?
I have no idea.
Def Leppard. Pour some sugar on me. My God. Anthem Winnard? I don't know. So, Blake, if you want to mess with Popp, I used to be the maintenance guy for the San Francisco Armory. When they made Ornpay, I could ruin cereal with one good story.
No.
Hey, I'm down for that, man. Send the stories over. Markle with the $10 donation. Will an EO investigation in the Marines affect my chances of becoming a state trooper?
No.
No.
It will not.
The Drinking Straw has donated $30 with a simple request. Throw one of my brothers to Popp.
Damn
it!
You're almost out. All right. Hey, come on now. That's cool, bastard.
Arrow Shogun. Prohibition always starts as a direct result of women voting. Single motherhood created by LBJ's welfare state is where most criminals come from. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Democrats are tough on guns but soft on crime. Look at Chicago, run by a Democrat black lesbian. Shocker.
That woman is fucked.
Looks like Beetlejuice got dragged through a chocolate fountain.
She does look like Beetlejuice from the Ugly Factory.
Tracy Wilborn.
I feel badly because I excluded you last stream, Blake. This time is all for your lube. Enjoy the ride. You dicks, man.
Nice.
Crusader Nate. How is a woman like a condom?
I have no idea.
Both spend more time in your wallet than on your dick.
Yeah?
That's a true
accurate.
story.
That's accurate.
Bacon! DLD After Dark recommends Cati Arms for Armor. C-A-T-I Arms for Armor.
Okay.
Alan Flinchbaugh, what if all 80 million Trump voters threaten to withdraw all of their money from the banks and crash banking system if the tyranny isn't reversed?
Well, that's a technique. It could be done.
Could
like, I think we've already talked about that. They stop paying their taxes. You have like the same event, the same result.
Yep.
80 million people said, fuck it, we're not paying our taxes.
What are you going to do? You don't have enough IRS agents to go after them all.
Nope.
Good luck, Beijing Biden. Or brain-dead Biden. Success Pool Endeavors, last chat of the night. Blake, look up the Convention of States Rules and Bylaws. I will. But I think we need a safety briefing because it is almost 10:30.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my Lanta.
All right.
No piss breaks tonight. I'm shocked.
Oh, I got to go as soon as I get done with this. All right. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. Wear a condom. Take it with you. Flush it down the toilet. If you have to fight, don't go to the ground because that's where you get stomped out. If you have to stop because of a mob, make a decision. Either you run through them or you run away and abandon the car.
That's very true. I would run through them personally, and as I was doing it, this would be playing over my speakers.
You and all your motherfucking friends, nigga. Give a fuck if y'all in kindergarten, I'll whoop y'all motherfucking ass. That's why Santa Claus ain't real, bitch. That's why I fucked your mama. I'll fuck up all your kids. I don't care, goddammit. Huh? Prove it to me. Prove it to me. That's why you ain't going to Disney World, bitch. Fuck you and your friends. Fuck all y'all.
And with that being said, we'll see you guys next week on Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, same bat time, same bad channel.
Take it easy.